Charlie Brown going dark.
It's about to go down.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot. W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Hit up Ariel.
It's Thursday Night Live. Live from
It's
custom the things, custom the wings. I had to custom the vibe, custom the link. Cover the back of the lie, front cover magazine. Cover your eye, cut it up back of the V. Yeah, I came the street, just like the trappers and fiends. I'm really nothing to see. I gotta travel a V. I like to travel a V. Bring out a bag of the weed. Did I tell you I got my weed? I had a lot to achieve. Blew it out in a relief. Took it down, now you relieve. After you leave, then you go back out on me.
Let's go.
Fuck a copyright.
Let's go.
Damn, we're getting demonetized already because I
We're
swear.
getting demonetized. Welcome, everybody. What is going on? Yes, I want to start us off. Welcome, everyone. Episode 324 of the Chillin' with Villains podcast. We are talking Andor tonight. We are talking the Superman trailer tonight. Well, not Ariel, but the rest of us will. But to start it off, not only is YouTube, they've been demonetizing us. Spotify is now on the demonetization wave. So they just trying to kill our vibe, man. They're just trying to kill our vibe. So
they don't like the tunes with the head top.
we're trying, man. We're trying to make sure every intro is a banger. Ariel soundboard master.
Bro, I forgot I had that one on here. So I was just like, oh, fuck
yo,
it.
today, so cause all right, if y'all new to the channel, welcome everybody. We gonna get to y'all in a second. Happy Thursday. I guess, how do we ching this? Yo, get cups. We got some red solos.
Yo, that intro was fire though.
Oh, thanks.
But I did have a question.
We'll get to you in a second, Mark. We'll get to you in a second, Mark.
No.
We'll get to you in a second. I know you have a question. We'll get to you in a second.
Oh, hi, Mark.
We'll get to you in a second, bro. We introing. We telling the people what's up. We welcoming them. We welcoming them. Welcome everybody. So yes, that was Ariel, soundboard master, who you heard from across the way. We gonna pull up our guy right now. He seemed a little upset. What's going on?
Yeah.
Our guy from New Jersey, Mark. Welcome, brother. Why you upset? What's going on?
I counted. I was like seeing the pictures that came up on the intro. That was really cool. And then but I only saw 4 of them.
Yo,
I was confused.
Should we run it back?
No.
Do I have to run it back?
You don't have to because I can show you the proof right now. Starting soon.
I mean, I could run it back for everybody real quick. Hold on.
Who's this?
Word. Hold on.
Who's this? Is that Daddy Yankee?
I got you, bro.
Eunice?
Hold on. I got you, bro. No, I got y'all right now. Watch. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I'm tweaking. That's the wrong one, right?
No, that's the right one. That's the right one.
It was the wrong one.
Bro, you were on the right one already.
I was on the wrong one. The starting soon?
It's on the starting soon.
Yo, I be tweaking out with these shits. Guys, our budget's going up, but I ain't getting smarter.
Look. On the starting. What are you talking about?
We got Eunice.
Hold on.
We got Eunice, Brim, Ariel, JB.
Oh!
Mark, hold that. Yo, you right after me, son. Hold that.
So they're there for 2 seconds and then gone. Holy shit.
Yo, nah. You the last few seconds. What you mean?
What is he talking about?
Hold on. On my screen, I didn't see that.
It's all good. It's all good, bro. I beat the case.
No. Go to the timestamp. Go to timestamp 520 on the stream.
I bet
it lagged.
It lagged. Or maybe I ended it prematurely, bro. So that's my fault.
Yeah.
Maybe I ended it prematurely.
Either way, I got hoed. So that's all I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Yo, all right, next week I got you, bro. That's my fault.
I don't know what it is. Are you guys trying to tell me something? First it was Brim, now Junior, switching the graphics so people don't see me.
Yo, I ain't mean it as no disrespect, bro. I haven't ran through the whole thing.
Actually, I gotta go, bro. I didn't watch Andor, so I'm gonna catch y'all.
All right, man. We're sorry about that.
Salute.
Yo, but shout your jersey though. Shout out your jersey though. Shout out Barcelona. We fucks with it. We bangs with it.
Oh, speaking of sports, let me just say this real quick.
Here we go.
Tatum responded to Wing of the Week just like I intended. I didn't understand the power of the segment. So like maybe I should have put the whole Celtics team on the Wing of the Week, but obviously he went down with the insane injury,
get well
towards,
soon, get well soon.
Tendon.
Shout out
Achilles tendon.
JT.
Get well soon, bro. But yeah, love my Celtics, love Tatum. So
There you go.
sad to see that, but
Yeah, absolutely. We back up, guys. What happened? What happened? I mean, like, I wasn't saying that as no disrespect. I was like, yo, we back up. Like,
So that means you're rooting for the Celtics?
no, I'm not. Nah, I didn't say it in relation to that. I was just saying, like, yo, like, yeah, it sucks. Like, but like, we gonna get back up. Like, that's it. We back up. But welcome everybody. Yo, Marc, read us some chat, man. We got the chat yapping, guys. Tonight's lineup is looking dope. We got, before Marc gets to the chat, my fault. Nah, get to the chat. The people is here. Talk to them.
we got see Jason. He said, "Yo, Zay reviews. We here. Arson and Myers. Ayo, and C baby, what is up, my guy? C baby's been waiting for us to talk about Andor.
Yo,
He's a door head?
I've a door head. Yo,
A door head is insane. AD said, "Yup, y'all guys
Orange
twins.
door
Now with
hinge.
CWV."
Nah, I fuck with you, AD. Chill. Ariel, why would you say that?
Danny said, "Hola, sadly I haven't seen Andor at all. I just wanted to say hi. I won't be able
Damn.
to tune in tonight. Have fun, y'all.
That's unfortunate.
Appreciate you, Danny. Go watch it
Thanks
when you have the time, bro."
Yeah.
Zay said Andor's so good. I'm finna start the revolution. Who's with me?
If it's to save Bix, I'm with it.
Yo, we
Yo.
out here, bro. We out here.
Then somebody said, "Yo, no shot. Marc did not make the picks of the podcast host, right? That's crazy."
Oh, here we go. That's how this is yo, he's trying to Zemo us, bro. He's trying to Zemo us.
Civil War.
He's trying to Zemo us, bro.
Eddie said, "Just finished the Andor finale, an absolute peak on my life." Facts. Zay said, "Who all here tonight? Bix, I need that so bad." Eddie said, "We out here, Zay, hell yeah, Anthony, Gio, what up, gang? AD, now that's aura farming, Marc, I guess."
I guess.
I don't even know
Zay
what
said,
that
"I
is.
need 5 Bixes to do whatever they." Oh my lord. Okay. Anthony,
5
damn,
Bixes.
Marc is disrespected out here. I know, bro. It's sad to see.
Stop this.
Zay said, "Who with me, bro?" Tatum then died on the court. Rip JT. What?
No, he did not. What are y'all talking about?
All. TC, Knicks had kryptonite underneath the floor because of the Superman. That was good. A piece of media just rewatched The Last Jedi. I speak for everyone when they say what I say. Hashtag we need to start a combo. Top 5. Oh my god.
Huh? A combo about who?
About Return of the Jedi.
No. The Last Jedi.
Oh, The Last Jedi.
Who just got done watching it?
A piece of media.
And he said we gonna start a dialogue.
Yeah, he said it's top 5.
Star Wars pod coming soon.
I assume Star Wars, yeah. Chewie said Brad Pitt had the same injury in Troy as JT. Rip. Versus C. Sorry, I don't watch Star Wars, but
I get it. That's a good one.
That's a good pun.
I hope this Andor dude has a happy ending. That was good. See, baby, I'm so ready to talk Star Wars tonight, boys. I'm fiending right now, Gio. And Andor talking about to be legendary. Troy, Big's really picking me, bro. No, she is not. Noah Mondial said, "Happy Thursday, villains. Ready to talk PEAKdor. When we talking Superman trailer, we're talking all of it. Trust. I think Marc needs more disrespect, actually. See, baby, that's crazy.
Yo, shout out.
Not just playing, actually. Hey, there we go. There we go. Now we're back on track. Last Jedi is special. Zay said. A piece of media gets
That's some
it.
Last
Star Wars
Jedi
Part
fans up in
2. Damn, yeah.
Yeah, they showing out.
TLJ, that's family. Zay said number 1's Andor, 2 The Last Jedi, 3 Mando season 1, then 4 Clone Wars
Yo, they getting started early. We didn't even mention. Yo, we're not even talking Andor tonight. Like
Why is
y'all.
Acolyte? Wow.
Why y'all? Wait, huh?
Wait, if you got movies,
Huh?
Rogue One's not in your top 5.
Wait, run it back. Run that one back.
He was combining movies and shows.
Okay, who is this? Who is this?
Zay.
Zay.
We already know he's got questionable takes.
So let's run through
one
that
is
top 5
Andor.
again.
1 is Andor.
Acceptable by all means.
2 is The Last Jedi.
I don't mind it.
3 is season 1 of Mando.
Okay.
4 is Clone Wars.
Absolutely.
Season 7. And 5 is Acolyte.
What do you mean by that, Zay?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? The Acolyte fit.
Did he work on the set? Like, what?
Did he
happened?
work
He's
on
talking
the set?
specifically Disney stuff, he said. Is he?
Yeah, are you?
Is he?
Well, like we just assuming, we just making that assumption.
Isn't Rogue One Disney too?
Yeah, ooh, hold that. Talk to him.
Yeah, Rogue One is if you say it's any lower than like 3, you're tweaking. Sequel trilogy as a whole is trash, but I've found new respect for Rian Johnson. His ideas of deconstruction and him as a director just wasn't the right guy for the job when it came to Star Wars. TC, even though even then Disney just that list is crazy.
Yeah.
Rogue One best scene got none to do with the pilot, or with the plot.
Like
what?
Like Vader. I'm assuming. Well, yeah. Let's assume that that's what they're talking about. Yo.
No, it is.
We already on this. Hold on, y'all. Mark, is that good on chat?
Yeah, that's good. Oh no,
guys.
I see the Barca jersey. Mark fired. Yes, sir.
Like,
now we're good.
Like we didn't even get to really like have a cold open, have a sip of our beer. Cheers, y'all.
Yo.
Welcome.
Crazy in the chat, man. I was like, oh my god, there's so much.
Yo, Kayla, like for dinner the other night, she just threw on the first Kingsman, and I was just like, vibes. Like,
That's a good movie.
It was actually in the Kingsman too that he does the JB thing.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
that's fair too.
But she had that first one on, and I was just like, yo, this movie, yo,
True said,
cooked.
don't even read the chat anymore, bro. It's raps.
What?
Chewie said, don't even read the chat anymore, bro. It's raps.
Nah, but
Plugging in here.
welcome, y'all. We really appreciate y'all here. Y'all started early. Yes, I was kidding before. We are absolutely talking about Andor season 2. Kind of, we did like the first 3 episodes. And if y'all remember, that's where I had like they was talking some bullshit about the politics of Andor and got me tight and had to just yell. Just had to yell at them for that. But again, as we said last week, we're trying to do a little bit of a restructure in terms of our docket and kind of just allowing the time on each podcast to be dedicated to that main event, right? Like I don't want to spend time on Andor and not really get to break it down. Same thing like we did with, Sinners. We had this conversation after Sinners because Sinners was such a great movie that it's like, damn, like we just need to yap about it some more. Jelly, because Ariel is seeing it again tomorrow, AMC 70mm at AMC Lincoln. Damn, I just told him where to find you. My fault.
What time, bro?
I just aired your whole shit out. Yo, if y'all see him, bro, give him a big hug.
Do not.
Do not. Damn, yo.
Yo, that is, yo,
Don't just run up on me and hug me.
Nah,
That's
dap him up.
crazy.
Yo, if you give him a nice dap that like, hold on, ready? That's embarrassing. Hold on. Yo, what's good?
What's up, bro?
That's what we're talking about. So if you see him, if you give him a dap like that, he'll give you like a.
I'll definitely mention that on the podcast.
Yeah, and he'll give you like Skittles or something. I know some like weird shit, just giving you Skittles.
That's crazy.
Anyway, so yeah, yo, we're gonna start the night off. We are gonna talk some tea, but like I said, it's gonna be quick tea. It's gonna be quick tea. It's gonna be good. We gotta go. We gotta talk about Andor. So absolutely. Exactly. As y'all may have noticed, unfortunately, our boy Brimmy Boy is not here. He's getting Dorified right now. He's actually watching. He's getting Andorified right now. He's doing it. So we will hopefully get his takes next week. on it because I think a lot of you will be surprised. Well, if you're in our Discord, and again, !Discord in the chat, you'll see that he has been fucking with it. So I'm sure he has some really good takes on it. So we can't wait to hear from Brim. Brim, we miss you.
We're gonna have to put a clip together of like of the switch up for him.
For real.
The switch up, yeah.
For real, because Brim used to fall asleep when we would talk about it.
It used to be PEAKdor for him, bro.
Yeah.
It used to be PEAKdor. But it seems like we back up for sure. As you could tell, the Y in Hollywood is not here as well. Eunice just does not care for Andor whatsoever.
Yeah,
you could feel it in his, like, you could see it in his eyes when you mention Andor.
So I'm gonna watch it. No, you're not.
Yeah,
no, you're not.
his voice
It's just
goes high.
it's just one of those shows.
Yeah.
He'd rather be watching Suits LA.
No, ask him today what episode he's on.
Episode he's on the Suits.
He'll be like, season 1, episode 2.
He's probably on like episode 9, like season 1, episode 9.
Like in the middle of it. in the middle of
Suits is a fun show to watch. It's definitely bingeable, but to watch that over Andor is just crazy.
And I don't know what he's doing, but not watching Andor clearly. But shout out to our boys Brim, shout out to Eunice. Love, miss y'all, and we will do you proud on talking about Andor. So TC, if you're in here, we like to shout all y'all out last week for the donations.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, that was crisp. We got to 35 beans at one point, and it meant that Eunice now has to watch the Marvels. He was trying to lure us into it. He didn't do it this weekend, but guys, we're gonna hold him to it for sure. He has to do it, and he has to show proof. Absolutely, we are gonna hold him to it. I'll watch the Marvels again with him. I'm sorry, Captain Marvel. I'll watch the first Captain Marvel with him again, but he could figure out what he's doing for the Marvels. But yeah,
Eunice, aka Young Bollywood, stays sleeping.
Young Bollywood.
That's fucking crazy.
Young Bollywood, guys. We do not tolerate racism here.
That's crazy.
But shout out to all our members. For $5 a month, we do a YouTube membership here where we do giveaways. We did giveaways of this civil regime or dark sport, as you can see. Padme.
Show him the fit.
Oh, I'll show him the whole fit. I guess I gotta do it to him.
Yo, I was thinking that maybe could also be my thing. That if they reach a donation thing, I have to watch some trash ass movie.
Yeah,
and they get to choose the movies. Oh,
Yeah,
I guess.
The person who donates the last of the donation can say.
Ooh, that's fire. I fuck with that. Yeah,
It
guys.
could be good or bad, but whatever. But
Mostly bad. Just give them bad. Just give them terrible films. Like the worst film you've seen. Just be like, yo, watch this. Here's 5 beans. Watch this. Yo,
if you donate, be like, yo, like Mark, you have to watch, fucking, I don't know, like Mindhunter, like, oh damn it, like
what a wing.
That's like one of my worst. That's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
What a wing, bro.
If you could, man, damn.
Bro said, yo, if you told me to watch like Interstellar type shit, like,
not again.
Fuck.
Not The Dark Knight.
The Batman 3 times in a row. Why?
Not Tenet.
Is that Tenet? Not Tenet. But yeah, yo, so we do dope giveaways like that. We've been doing IMAX ticket giveaways. We'll be doing one for Fantastic Four and Superman. We should watch that Superman trailer back real
Just
quick.
say run it back.
We gon' run it back.
There's officially
We
like
gon'
8
run it
minutes of
back.
footage for this film
I've
already.
only seen it once when I did the reaction, and then I didn't run it back, so I gotta run it back.
So you think it's one of those trailers that you're like, yo, this
Oh
is.
my god.
I didn't say all that.
Oh,
It's not like top 5 trailers all time, but like it's a cool trailer.
Mark, how do you feel about it?
I fucking loved it.
Wow.
I mean, I think it's great. I do. I can't wait. I mean,
Mark,
but I'm also
say
a DC
less.
guy.
Let's run it back.
I know Junior switched up. He used to be a DC.
Well, I'm gonna use this time to.
I switched up.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Because James Gunn used
Go
to
to
be
the
his
back? You
goat. Now
okay?
he's like just another dude.
Wait, what happened, Mark?
Mark
James
hating on
Gunn-
me.
James
Mark
Gunn
hating on
used to be
me.
his comic book movie
Mark hating on
directing
me.
goat, but now he's just like a guy to him, I guess. Like,
Just
Oh,
for
he's just
me.
a guy. So now
Just
James
for
Gunn is
me.
a jag.
guys,
Jag.
guys. I'm just look. I'm just not getting my expectations up. That's all. Like I want to go in there and really enjoy myself.
Yo, the marketing, bro.
What did I say? I didn't even say nothing.
Go ahead,
Hold on, we gonna rewatch this joint right now. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought that Aston Martin, y'all thought it was rented? Yo, shout out me, guys.
Marc gotta watch the 3 Sonyverse movies: Morbius, Madam Web, and Craven. That would be horrible. That'd be a shitty weekend.
Damn, where this shit at? Where did you that do? Why it's not working?
But, $35.
Oh, there you go.
I'll do it.
There you go. All right, y'all ready for this shit? Running it back.
Or do you think he's like kind of drop kicking somebody? Like he flew up and he's gonna fly really hard down.
Oh, hold on. Let me see that shit again. It looks like he's just getting hit. And like maybe this is when he crashes down, no? And like the rubble?
No, but they already showed that.
But did they show him they show him crashing down?
Yeah.
Maybe that's another angle of it though, no?
Look how in control he is. He's not flailing or anything. Like to me, it looks like he's way in control.
Let me see this shit again.
I don't know.
Hold on. Play by play. Let's do a play by play. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Nah, hold on. You can see his face.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, he's swans. Look at it. No, he's fucking. Yo, he's doing this shit. Hold on. He's doing this shit.
Like cannonball.
Yeah. It's like this, bro. Yo, he about to murk somebody. He's gonna kill somebody. Nah, yeah. He look at this shit. Oh, it's raps. It's raps, bro. It's raps. Bro was literally like fucking on a cannonball shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah, they were saying he got hit, like, or punched and stuff. I was like, nah, yeah. Know.
You might be right.
Like he's fighting, about to hit something.
You might be right, to be honest. Yeah, nah. On, I enjoyed it the first time. On rewatch, I'm really digging the vibe. I love the damn Ariel. Real quick. I mean, it's gonna be more general spoilers. Is that okay?
Go ahead, yeah. I don't even know the context.
He knows Superman's in the movie, I hope.
No, but I was just saying, like, I love the, Lois sort of coming, like, towards him and talking to him from a reporter's perspective to Superman rather than, him as his girl type shit. Right. And I think him getting real emotional about that stuff, I thought was really, like, cool. It's just like, bro, like, what do you mean? Like fuck the political shit, fuck the politics of this all. Like I'm here to help people. Like that's it. Like I don't care about none of that nonsense. I don't need permission. Like
to help people.
And I know, I love how guys again in our Discord, !Discord in the chat to join. Literally right after the trailer drop, like there's this whole discussion on our Discord just again about of course Henry Cavill's Superman gets brought in and like the comparisons, I'm over them, to be honest. Like, I'm really just not going to go back and forth. Like, we have a new Superman. I do agree with certain points, like, in the sense where it's just, like, certain shit, like, certain aspects that James Gunn is going to take from this. And again, it's not directly from Man of Steel. It's not directly from Zack Snyder and what he did with Man of Steel and BVS and about questioning, the government and the politicians questioning Superman's kind of world order, right? It's not to say that Zack is the one that brought that to life, but at the same time, like it did come at a time where it's just like, okay, like this is what the norm was for Superman. But I just think the and because people will then be like, yo, this is great, like this is amazing, but it was the same thing that they were nitpicking like Zack stuff for. Which is like, okay, like it's a little annoying in that aspect, but certain other things I can understand, like in terms of his personality. I do agree. I kind of already feel like David's Superman is going to have more personality than Henry's. And again, it already feels like he is established, whereas from Zack's, from Henry's, it was more he was still trying to figure his way around being Superman in this world. So that again, it's just different iterations, and again, that's totally fine, and I'm glad we're getting this, and I really do hope it succeeds. It needs to. Warner Brothers is broke, bro. Look how many times they're changing the HBO Max name. It's just ridiculous. Like, that's how broke they are. What company does this? A broke bitch. Like, come on.
What does that have to do with money, though?
Bro, they're like, yo, Max isn't working, bro. Max isn't working. Why aren't people subscribing? Oh, we took out the HBO name of it, so people might be getting confused. Okay, let's put HBO back in the name of it, so people can subscribe.
Oh, actually getting confused on that,
bro. I mean, it's muggles, man. It's
bro,
muggles.
like it's just muggles. Like it's crazy.
It's all for muggles.
It's crazy. Either way, though, I always thought it was a dumb idea to drop the HBO, but they're doing a great marketing campaign for it. Right.
It's just better.
Right. You could have just kept that at HBO, like whatever. But
I don't know what the situation. Like, why did they drop it?
Well, because remember,
merger.
streaming needs a cool, fun name. It needs a convenient name.
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
I mean, what?
It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. Right. Like it's fine. It's fine. Nobody's calling it X. It's Twitter. Max. Yo, throw on HBO. Put on HBO. We got The Last of Us Sunday night. Guys,
I still would call it HBO Max from time to time. I'm like, yeah, it's on HBO Max. I still call it that.
Yeah, so maybe to an extent it did catch on, like the Max portion. I'm not saying that it didn't. It's just like y'all just are doing too much. But anyway, yes, guys, next week we are doing is it next week? No, I think the following week. I don't know what we're doing next week yet, but the following week we're discussing The Last of Us in its entirety, like we're doing with Andor tonight. And then
wow, it's finishing already.
It is finishing.
Oh shit.
Yep. Only like 2 episodes left.
Marc.
And then the following week, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So excited. The reviews have been mixed, and I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like the reviews are
although the Rotten Tomatoes, guys, we don't base it off Rotten Tomatoes, but the Rotten Tomatoes score has been good. But some of the reviews I've been seeing have been super mixed. A lot of people actually really loved it, or a lot of people were just like, it's mid. But I know we're gonna be in for a spectacle for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm down. I'm watching that on the 26th.
For sure. Marc, do you want to talk to chat for us real quick? See what they saying, what they up to?
Yeah, let's see what they said about the Superman trailer.
Oh, and we got the the Ironheart trailer too.
All right. Let's see. Where is this shit? Oh, here we go.
Chat?
The Superman trailer was Cinemas Day review said. Version C, Superman trailer was peak. Peak to me. You're gonna try to go blind now, like not watch anything else. Cool.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Shut up. And CW says Superman about to be gasoline. Gio said my favorite Superman about to be on screen. I could cry. Larry, they're about to do another Sinners bit with Ariel. We might have to. Gio, we finally have Superman with personality. Yes, Cavill Superman's Supes didn't. Get your expectations up. It's Superman. Anthony, now that trailer ruined the Superman lore. Yeah, that was a crazy sting. I still can't believe it.
I said I was exaggerating. Like I stated it.
I still remember looking at Ariel like.
Yeah, we were looking at each other like.
This dude just said that shit. Where's my guy? My guy Gardner's stocks are on the rise. Bye.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I low key.
I like the way they're animating the the
lantern ring and shit.
Yeah, like the power of it. I fuck with that.
Interesting.
It was clean, and the way he used it was just. It was natural. It just looked effortless.
Exactly.
Yeah. And because I felt like even in obviously like the Green Lantern movie wasn't good, but like even in a lot of animated stuff, sometimes it kind of looks like it's always like they're like holding it like really focusing, like he was just
whatever. Like, yeah. Like it's just a part of him now. Yo, your earpiece looks like a lantern ring, by the way. And also I think And also, I think because AD in the Discord, I think he had mentioned like, "Yo, I'm a before the new Fantastic Four movie, I'm gonna rewatch like the older ones." Don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
I want to be one of the first to admit. I'm definitely not one of the first to admit, but I want to admit.
You're the first.
Thank you. Nostalgia bait is real. It's real. Like I'm just like, yo, it wasn't that bad. Like the Fantastic Four, it's bad. It's a bad movie. It's a really bad movie. It's no bueno. Fire cast, just no bueno. No bueno at all, bro. I was in this, but I was like, no
How
way.
bad it was.
I was like, no way. This is what I remember like watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. Like there it is. I don't feel that way about the original X-Men trilogy though, and I will die on that hill. I love the original X-Men trilogy, but the X-Men still got done very dirty, very disgustingly dirty.
Well, they had to come up in an era where the Matrix was cool, so everybody wanted to be in black leather.
Facts. Does it come in black? Mark, continue with chat.
Let's see. HBO, I'm gonna call you Max. Fantastic is cinema.
Yeah, we're gonna call Max that for now on. Hey, that's HBO Max.
Anthony said you're lying. He said, I can't believe they read Fantastic Four comics and said, let's make them military. the Fantastic Four with Miles Teller and Michael Jordan.
The Fan Four Stick?
Fan Four Stick, sorry, yeah. Fan Four Stick, whatever. Yeah, that shit was garbage. Original X-Men trilogy, # not my X-Men. 24, yeah, it's like going back to watch your favorite Disney Channel movie and realizing it was trash.
Yo, but nobody can say that about High School Musical. Nobody can say that about the High School Musical trilogy. I'm going to stand on business.
The trilogy?
The trilogy as a whole is fire, bro. Goated trilogy. High School Musical. Who says we have to let it go?
Summer. That shit was ass, bro. All of them.
Don't do that.
Yo, they didn't need 3 movies.
Don't do that.
They didn't need 3 movies.
Don't do that, bro. Yo,
remember?
don't do that, bro.
Yo,
Don't do that, bro.
We're definitely gonna play ball, guys.
We're going live stream it.
Yeah.
We're going live stream it. Yo, he found me. Go ahead, Mark.
Let's see. Sky High is too peak, Anthony said.
Yo, Sky High is
Sky
High.
High School Musical 2 is the best movie I ever seen.
Nah. Hold
Yo,
on.
Mark,
I got y'all
remember when
right
JB
now.
was in here?
Hold on.
Remember
I
when
got y'all
JB
right
was
now.
in here like, yo, Paddington too?
Yo, guys, hold on. Guys, $50 on a stream right now, and I'm learning this dance and doing it for y'all. Hold on. I got y'all right now, son. I got y'all right now. If y'all know what I'm about to... Oh, look at me, dummy. I'm typing on my computer like Eunice did last week. I got y'all right now.
Yeah,
bro.
Mark. I don't know if the camera was on us, but Eunice was typing on JB's Mac.
Yo, that shit was hysterical, bro. Guys, next week, learning this, bro. Learning this. Let's go.
I mean,
bro.
you know what I do appreciate? They filmed on location.
Yo. Cinema, bro. Absolute cinema. Dino asked how much. I said $50 on a stream. It don't gotta be from just you, like collectively. $50. I will learn this shit, bro. 3 minutes, 26 seconds. Yo, but y'all have to cut me some slack. I get married next month, so it'll probably have to be after the wedding. But in the summer, bro, yeah, it's a summer movie. Vibes, bro. Before the summer ends, I'm learning this shit, bro. I'm practicing. I'm in there.
All right. We're sidetracking too much here. Let's keep it moving.
Hating ass. Video
right now.
Hating ass.
So Mark is he's an Imperial officer, bro.
I'm the ISB.
Yo, he's Director Krennic,
ISB
bro.
Mark?
He's
ISB
Director
Mark?
Krennic, bro. Mark's doing this to me right now. Mark's doing this shit to me right now. Like OD cooked my
Yo, he
shit.
sunned her, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, anybody what else is chat saying, Mark?
Let's see. They're just naming Disney movies at this point.
Fire, yo, fire. We're gonna do it, yo, guys. We're gonna do a Disney Channel pod soon.
This weekend.
Why?
Huh?
Why is that tweaking,
Why?
bro?
Who said that?
Hating ass.
All right. Yeah, that's it though. We're good.
Bet. All right. So again, like we said, y'all, it's dedicated to Andor. So because of time, I'm gonna just say five of my favorite tea times from this week. Ready for this shit, bro? Yo, I got some funny ones, man.
Fantastic.
I fucking love people. Fantastic Five? That's what you said?
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. Okay, I'm gonna read this one because I thought this was really cool. And I'm gonna make it a point to shout out Sinners for the rest of the year. Ryan Coogler's wife paid $300 for his first screenwriting software when he couldn't afford it. He now holds the record for the highest grossing film by a black director with Black Panther, $1.3 billion, and has a net worth of $25 million. Shout out Ryan Coogler. Shout out his wife.
Shout out Ryan.
Boom. Vin Diesel pleads for Universal to reveal when the next Fast and Furious film will release. Universal, please tell the best fans in the world when the next movie is coming out. Please. He says it again. Universal, please tell the best fans in the world when the next movie is coming out. Please. He says it again. Yo, Brett Goldstein, who y'all might know as our guy, Roy Kent in Ted Lasso. I blanked on his name for a second.
Two first names, bro.
Returning for season 4 after it was supposed to end after season 3. Let me know what y'all think of this. I have a friend that I went to university with, and I think about this a lot. He had a cat that died. He loved his cat, and the cat was run over, and they buried the cat, buried it, and he was a child. They buried the cat in the garden, and he lay in bed so sad, so upset and crying, and he prayed and he prayed and he wished, I wish the cat would come back. And then the cat did come back, and it turned out the cat that buried wasn't their cat. And I think about that all the time.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Sounds like an Arvister Martinez tweet if I ever.
That's great.
Yo.
That's a great story.
Oh, guys, I forgot to preface. When it comes to tea time, I read headlines. I don't read the article. But if it's true, when something is true, I'll let y'all know it's true. This seems to be true, but I'm reading off a headline. This is from Deadline.
Officer Martinez.
From Film Updates on Twitter. But if true, wow. Give us y'all take on that.
It's a great story.
I'll do this one as well. Final Destination Bloodlines, and I think I saw somebody in chat ask if that's something we were interested in. Yo, 100%. I heard it's getting good reviews, but yo, I think for me those films they're a little too much, if that makes sense. Like for me, I don't want to be there with that much anxiety. I want to be there with the Nosferatu anxiety, like the suspense and the chill and the thrill. I don't want damn, this dude's about to step on a fucking glass. The dude that's jumping on the trampoline is about to break his fucking ankle. He's gonna fly up in the air 300 feet and then land doing a split on a fucking pole or some shit. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Yeah, that's
Gio said if you drop it to $40 right now, I'll drop the 40 right now.
Got a deal, Gio.
You're gonna learn the choreography?
No way.
I'm gonna learn the choreography, bro, before the summer ends.
And then Ariel films you doing it, and then we just play on.
I have to film on location. I have to film on location.
That would be funny as hell. That would be funny as
We gotta go to a golf court.
Right
We gotta
here.
go to a golf course.
Right here, guys. Right here.
Yeah. No, we'll do it. We'll do it, and then we will, when it's done and edited, we'll play it in the beginning of the podcast.
That'll be how we start out. Yeah.
We'll play it in the beginning of the podcast.
that would be
I'm with it. Again, guys, give me a little bit after a month. Prepping for
you gotta
wedding.
give him time. He's actually learning choreography for this, so you got to give him some time, and he's also getting married.
Yeah, but I'll do it, bro. I will fucking do it. That shit.
Do it for Bix.
I'm doing it for Biggs. Doing it for Troy Bolton. Shout out to you, Gio.
How you gonna do the mirror CGI? There's mirror CGI.
we gotta
We gotta talk to HBO Max, bro.
We're gonna have to pull in Max.
We gotta talk to HBO Max.
I'm calling Max from that on now. Yo,
Yeah.
HBO Max was good.
Yo, it was
I don't think
good,
he's gonna fuck
HBO.
with it though.
Yo, that's,
He's gonna be like, "Why are you calling me that?"
y'all need to release that as its own video too. Imagine like
Yeah.
Junior, someone searches Junior's name. It's just him doing.
Yo, like on a job resume, like they're like looking me up and they're like, guys, this dude has a fucking video of him dancing to High School Musical 2 up on YouTube. I would
yeah.
fucking hire that dude.
I would.
I'd be like, hell yeah.
I would.
It's fucking badass,
shows
bro.
that
He looks in the
Dedication.
pond and sings with his reflection.
The pool?
Nah, Max actually has.
No. We got to figure it out.
We got
It's
a body
happening.
of water. We got a body
it's
of
happening.
water.
It's happening.
That's it.
It's happening.
That's it.
I'm not gonna stop. That is my plan. And then I'll read off some Star Wars stuff, and then it will bring us to our
But
conversation
donated the 40, so
of
might be
Andor.
good.
We might be good. I'll listen to the little tune. A new animated series.
Yo, is that Mike Tyson? Theory.
How does that happen?
I'm still telling
You animated theory.
Enemy series.
Oh
A new,
my
yo, how the fuck does that happen, bro?
You know, a new theory.
A new animated series, Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord, will release in 2026.
Shadow Lord.
They could have just kept it as Star Wars Maul.
Oh
In my opinion, in my opinion.
Yo, like it has so many subtitle, like subtext.
Right, yo, you
Star
peep
Wars.
Star Wars Maul, new Shadow Warrior, like Lord.
Bro,
follows-
move on, bro. Andor was already made, man. You guys have run out of ideas, bro.
Yo,
That's it. Andor is peak,
Andor
and
was
that's
already
it.
mid.
Andor's already made. Like,
yo,
that's
you think someone's in the cut right now looking at that?
Wait, Gio did the 50.
Wow.
A $40 super chat, so here's 50 beans anyway. You have a deal, Junior. I got you. Wow, bro. Wow.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You're that guy, Gio. You're that guy.
Yo, that's gonna be so funny, bro.
I'm-
I can't wait.
Yo, I'm fucking excited for this, bro. I'm gonna kill that shit. I'm gonna kill that
Yeah,
shit.
we're gonna kill that shit,
We're
bro.
gonna fucking kill that shit, bro.
So many weddings this summer, and the highlight is gonna be that video.
I'm
Yep.
not gonna stop dance. I bet. So follows Maul navigate. Yo, Gio, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, Gio. We love you, bro.
Follows
Thank
Maul navigating life before the events of Star Wars Rebels, including trading a Padawan. So the first trailer that they showed looked like confirmed that it'll depict the origins of Darth Talon. She looks like a beast. Ryan Gosling will officially star in Sean Levy's Star Wars film, describes as a standalone adventure that takes place a few years after the events of The Rise of Skywalker, begins filming this fall. Tony Gilroy says Lucasfilm has a Star Wars horror project in the works for all our horror lovers.
Star Wars.
Andor creator Tony Gilroy says they've mixed multiple episodes of season 2 to play in theaters, and that Disney is interested in screening the finale back to back with Rogue One. Next year is the 10th anniversary of Rogue One. Please,
We might act up.
please, guys.
Yeah, man.
Rogue One. So some of y'all may already know, some of y'all may not. Before
We have a Rogue One I got that.
that Rogue One poster is gasolina.
came out-
We'll show y'all. But it came out 2016, right? So in 2015, Force Awakens dropped. Prior to that, I was not a Star Wars fan whatsoever.
I was watching it.
I watched the first 20 minutes. I was not into Star Wars at all. Did not care. Had tried it once. Wasn't into it. I know. My
I
fault.
tried it once, wasn't into
My fault.
it.
I was like,
No context is crazy, bro.
tried it once, wasn't into it. But so Brim had driven us to the movie theater. It was me, him, our other boy Pizzuti sitting in the back. And yo, this was back when Four Locals was a thing and popular. So yo, we took back a couple Four Locals. Like, I mean,
those things are strong as fuck.
Yo, I mean, that's what happened, bro. We fell asleep. Like, I fell asleep in the theater, bro. Me and Pizzuti knocked out, bro. We KO'd. Yo, Brian was so disappointed in us. And, like, Brian at this time was already a Star Wars head. So he was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you're some dickheads. He was a star head. But then the following year, Rogue One releases. So he's like, yo, another Star Wars film. Like, check it out, whatever. My bet. Rogue One changed the game for me, bro. Changed the game. I was like, yo, this is fucking lit. For that, not even that alone, because the film speaks for itself, but my favorite Star Wars film, bro. And it just holds so much meaning. And then, of course, that last scene of Vader, and it's just like, oh, I get it now. I understand the hype. So that kind of helped me and amplified the rest of my Star Wars experience. And we could say the same thing here about Andor. I think in many ways, Andor has changed the game, bro. And even looking at the last 6 episodes, I'm talking about like the whole season and the whole series is absolutely gas. But if we're taking the last 6, like the back half of this season, stop this. Like, what did we witness, bro? It was just phenomenal, bro. I was locked in. I was tearing up. And like the thing is, you know what happens. Like, you know what happens, and there's still so much impact to this. There's still so much at stake,
and it hits crazy when you watch the movie, like, because it leads right into it. It takes place minutes after the season finale of Andor, so it's great with the pacing. Like, I feel like, especially, you know, I agree with him about the second half of the season absolutely having this, you know, this kind of this tense grip with story. But I feel like from episode 1 of season 1 to episode 12 of season 2, the show hasn't missed. It's the best Star Wars content I've seen, like including Rogue One with it. And
so that's your favorite trilogy,
bro?
Season 1, season 2,
season 1 of Andor, season 2 of Andor, Rogue One, and then everything else is cool because Jedi, like
respectful.
I'm like, it's not like, I feel like even like the Jedi kind of lost their swag, bro. With all the Disney shows about Jedi that we've gotten, is like it's oversaturated, so it doesn't feel like it even hits anymore.
I got 2 things. One is my take. One is another take from the chat that I'm actually curious to see what you guys think about it.
You're right.
Is Luthen one of, like, Andor did this crazy thing. They took a dude and made him more almost like one of the most influential characters in the whole universe.
In the rebellion, bro.
And that whole, no, not just the rebellion, the whole timeline. Like, think about how much shit happens
because of this.
Luthen.
Yeah.
He is like the first domino.
For the rebellion,
For the resistance, obviously, but then that spreads to so much shit later on down the line. Like,
bro, what he says to Dedra,
influential characters, and we just met him in Andor season 1. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, think about how long Star Wars has been around, right? Every character,
years.
like, if I asked you to give me a list of the top 10 most influential characters, all of them would be from like those original set of movies. Like, I think Luthen is now, in my opinion, easily in the top 10 of like influential characters in the universe of Star Wars.
Damn.
I mean, think about how much shit happened.
He legit is the blueprint for.
He is like the first domino for that.
I mean, look, it goes without saying, because, and to your point, Ariel, about the pacing, I think what this show does well is it still leaves a lot up in the air, if you know what I mean. Like, because we're doing such time jumps. And guys, welcome. Grab a drink, sit back, relax, come through and chill. We're talking full-on spoilers of Andor.
Gotta let it be known.
Gotta let the people know.
Gotta let the people know.
If you don't know now, you know.
The other take, really quick. Sorry.
Oh no, absolutely.
Spoilers ahead.
What's up?
Real shit though. I'm taking Tony Gilroy over Dave Filoni 10 times out of 10 for Star Wars projects.
Ooh, hold on. Can I guess who said this?
Okay.
It was either Zay,
No.
TC,
No.
Chewy.
No.
Damn.
It was Christian.
Who was it?
Piece of media.
Ooh. Damn.
That's an interesting take.
I like it. I don't see why not, because we've gotten a lot more serious stuff
Elaborate.
from Gilroy.
Well, let's see. So what else has he? This is the only thing he's done in the Star Wars universe. And,
And Rogue One, right? The writing.
And Rogue One, right?
Yeah. So here's my thing.
Do we think that he could do something? Like, it's obviously he's great at the grounded, like storytelling, you know, and the political, centric storylines, you know. But I would be interested to see if he could do a more fantastical thing. You know what I mean? Like,
dealing with the Jedi and Sith. And that's why I feel like Rogue One to an extent. That's why I think Rogue One to an extent was a good balance, because you still had the legend himself in it. You still had Lord Vader in the film. Yes, obviously more for cameo and stuff like that, but just the looming presence in the background. And same thing here, the looming presence of Emperor Palpatine, right? He's just mentioned by name. And even they don't even say Emperor Palpatine most of the time. It's just like the Emperor, right? Yeah. So then the first time we hear Emperor Palpatine is when Mon Gothma is being like, yo, what? Stop this. I don't stop this. What? If this is one of your favorite things that Star Wars has done, you got to give credit where credit is due, bro. Yeah. Like, you got to give credit where credit is due. How is the Mon Mothma stuff not important to the overall story arc?
I didn't say it wasn't important.
Oh, my fault. You're right. You didn't say that. But
you didn't care. Gio said he's been a member for 8 months, by the way. Shout out Gio. Said, I agree, Mark. Andor said it perfectly. Without Luthen, none of this would be possible. Also, talk about doing it retroactively and doing it well. Crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. That's also a great blueprint for that.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It's like, that's how crazy this show is. Just to even do that, to introduce somebody with all this, like, source material and whatever and all this stuff that's already happened in this story, to take a totally new character and make them this influential, and it's like it works.
That's a big deal.
And that's an insane thing, like, that I think people aren't talking about enough. Luthen is probably a top 5 influential character.
Yeah, I feel, you know what it is? I think because I see a lot of Filoni talk, and I see, like, right,
a lot of people turning on Filoni. I thought Filoni was like,
they're turning on Filoni.
Filoni baloney, like, don't do this, y'all. Come on.
Him, no?
Nah, yeah, I think I just think the state of Star Wars, again, they kind of fell into that Disney parent trap of what happened with Marvel and everything, of like, guys, okay, cool,
we need to pump out content,
right? Pandemic hit, and we don't know what to do. We don't know if movie theaters are going to be back or not. So, and we got this whole new streaming service rolling out. So we need content. Marvel, what do you got? Star Wars, what do you got? Let's do this. Let's give the people what they want. And then, unfortunately, we end up, again, not to say that everything fell into that bucket of okay, you could tell that there's that's what I'm saying. Like the first
vision and.
Yeah, the first, Mando was huge, right? Very popular, but again, like and that's what I think for me, Andor, stands out more than the rest a little bit, especially, like, let's say, even though I enjoyed season 3 of Mando, you could tell that it did fall off a little bit in the aspect of just everything, even if it's just a little bit. It still kind of did fall off. Not to say I didn't enjoy it and enjoy what they set up with it. But we reviewed it whenever it came out, which is a while ago, and I am actually still really excited for the movie. And again, I think they're gonna kill that. But just between that, like, let's say Obi-Wan kind of just felt like, again, it had cool moments, but as an overall story, it's like, one, maybe it wasn't needed. And Ahsoka I really enjoyed, but I just think from a production value, or again, just it hits all those buttons a lot better, or just better than everything else that they've really put out. For the most part, in its 2 seasons, I feel like it was real intentional what they wanted to do. It got to the point, and that's what I was saying about, and Ariel had mentioned about the pacing, right? Because every 3 episodes we get a year that's passed, I believe, right? It's either a year or 2 years that have passed, and so we kind of just get thrown in to where they are in the timeline. Like it's not like they do any exposition to catch us up like, hey, he's not talking to him because of X, Y, and Z. Like, no, they're just not talking. Like, let's say it's Cassian and Luthen, right? When he goes and presses him, at his antique shop, and he's like, yo, like, so you're a little tight at me right now, so you come and press me and like literally sabotage everything. And even after all we've been through, even after everything Cassian said about, yo, I'm leaving, I'm done, I'm not doing this, he still sticks up for Luthen at the end, till the very end. Because guess what? Exactly, because Cassian believes that they can, what they're doing, he believes he's the messenger. He does believe it. He doesn't want to admit it, but and that's why I thought, bro, episode 7 to me was the conversation between him and Bix. And shout out Diego Luna. Shouty out to Shawty. Shouty out, yep. Shouty out to Bix.
I don't know if he actually believes he's the messenger. I think he kind of knows that Bix believed he was, and he was like, you know what? Like, I don't think I am, but I'm just gonna do it because she thinks I can do this.
That's a great reason, though.
But then that's still belief that he can do it, so that's why he does it.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, but I don't think. But it sounded like you were just saying, like, yeah, like he's like, I'm the messenger, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like he's just like,
yeah, he didn't have he didn't walk around with that kind of air.
I'm doing this just for Bix. Like, I'm not. I don't care about the. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it, but that's who he is, though, right? Like they even say I think it was Vel that says it, where she's just like he has to stop helping people, because that's what he does. He's just a guy, bro. Jag, as Ariel stamps, he's the Jag. He's the Jag of all Jags, bro. Who C baby?
I donated $5. Shout out
C baby.
Filoni, in my opinion, is better equipped to be a great head as opposed to a director. The hate is super corny, though. Like, bro made most of the animated stuff. I mean, yeah, no. Sorry, guys. Feel like shit. Catch y'all next time. Hey, feel better, AD.
Damn,
Much
feel
love.
better, AD.
Peace, bro.
But nah, like, I agree with that, and that's what, like, again, I love the Ahsoka. I loved the connection that it had with Rebels, because I loved Rebels. I loved Clone Wars, specifically the last 4 episodes, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to get everybody's, and Zay I think already had given his, but top 3 or top 5 all Star Wars content, and even if it's just like, yo, these 2 episodes of Andor are like my favorite thing, because again, like I'm saying, these last few episodes, like for me, 7 through 12 were super special episodes, bro. The whole Gorman stuff. And then leading into the repercussions of that, and then tying that into Rogue One, everything did, right? Like him ending season 1, and he was, no way out, or one way out, excuse me, and we find out that he was helping build the Death Star, and then it trickles in. But something me and Brim also spoke about, the difference between season 1 and season 2, and especially with Cassian, and of course it's character growth, right? And that's where we leave off with him, where he joins Luthen and joins the rebellion, and he even tells Mon right in that episode, the episode is titled "Welcome to the Rebellion." Like, this is it, bro. Like, cause she's over here mad stunned that like he's shooting people and like doing shit, but he's like, this is what it is, bro. Like, enough is enough. Like, there's no time for negotiating and talking. Like, we're about to go to war. Like, this is what's happening. Like, this is it. But so Cassian in season 1, I feel like is just right. He's more nonchalant and just trying to keep his head down, do his little thing, and not be involved with the grander scheme of things. And then season 2, obviously we know like he's a leader, like they need him. So that even that conversation between Bix and Vel, right, where she's like, yo, I know Bix, I know you believe in the cause. And you know that we need him. He's a leader.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't come here to talk to him. I came here to talk to you.
Right. And she's like, when you need him, he'll be there. I'm just like, oh my God, bro. Because Cassian is clutch. Like, Cassian is clutch, bro. This dude clutched up. They all clutched up. Even dude that was in the ISB clutched up, bro. He was like, yo, Luthen. And Luthen popped his shit. I'm like,
he had to, because he was made already. Yeah, he was made already.
Yeah, right.
And then look what Cassian did in within the first 15 minutes of Rogue One. he pops on the guy that gives him the
Yep.
information.
Yo, the first, I'm like, damn, like this is crazy.
I mean, but also he started Andor like that. The first people that he
Yeah.
speaks to pop.
Andrew donated 5 beans. Said, "Love flowing. I just think Gilroy established that Star Wars has more potential than being Space Marvel."
Yo, but there's a lot of cool shit that they can do. Like, and tying this back in, because I saw there was a tweet today that said this is the first live action or the first show, like Star Wars show, that didn't include lightsabers. And so it's
Good. You
right.
miss it? Because I don't.
listen,
I don't.
Stop,
I don't.
Stop. We're not
I don't
doing
miss
this.
it.
We're
I'm
not
not
doing this.
And I'm tired of
We're not doing
pretending
this.
I don't. And I'm
We're
tired
not
of
doing
pretending
this.
I don't.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, guys. Come on.
Like, come on, man.
There is a
Come
way.
on,
There
man.
is a way. We've clearly, Andor has shown that there is clearly a way to do it. However, that doesn't mean that there isn't a way to do lightsabers,
fair.
to do Force and Jedi and Sith, and do it as good as Andor has turned out.
Every time I feel like we even get close to something remotely close to that, it turns into whatever. The Acolyte, Rise of Skywalker,
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi got mixed stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like it either leans into it or
Severely negative reviews. Like anytime they try to get anywhere else, it feels like they fucking
they
hate
struggle. Yeah, it's
Like,
either they hate it or the story doesn't even feel confident enough to be like, yeah, this is something
it.
new.
Because they try to
Yeah.
satisfy them and also be a little different, but then by the end it's like you're left with not the best product.
Bro, just tell a good story.
Yeah,
Like
That's-
Well, yeah,
tell
but
the
that-
tell the
that-
story you
it's-
want to tell. And again, sometimes we can't blame sometimes the showrunners and directors and writers of this show, because sometimes they're really under such constraints. Like, yo, we need this to target this audience, we need this to do this, and we need this to do that. And then you're gonna end up
I
with
don't
an
know, man.
abomination of a project at times. And it's not to say, again, it's not to say that there aren't things from Boba Fett or there aren't things from Obi-Wan Kenobi or The Acolyte that I didn't enjoy, but as a whole, like it's just you could tell that there were certain things that just weren't like mixing, that weren't gelling the way that it should have. Like Boba Fett, we literally got 2 random Mandalorian episodes with like Luke and Ahsoka. It's like, why is that in here though? And it just kind of fell flat. Like, not that it fell flat, the moment was really cool, and it's something I'll appreciate as a Star Wars fan, but it's just like, what does this have to do with the main story that we're talking about with Boba? You know what I mean? And it's just like everything they built up from Mando season 2, like that moment where he gives up Grogu. Amazing moment with Ludwig Göransson's score, by the way, GOAT. Amazing moment, amplified by Pedro's acting, amplified by the score. So it's just like, and the moment itself, because everything, Mando risked everything. His code. He gave up his code for Grogu. So it's just like, again, telling the story through the writing of the bond being built between them, and this bounty hunter, this codeless bounty hunter with a code, and he falls in love with Grogu, right? So it's just like, it's amazing. Like it's so good. So again, I still feel like and again, that's something that didn't really deal with much Jedi, much lightsabers, right? It was a bounty hunter and collecting, like obviously Grogu had the Force, but you're still able to tell a cool story with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
There's
it's
something
just
there.
like there is, I feel, a good balance. And again, that's why I feel like Rogue One works so well, because there's a good balance of Force users and lightsabers, with also just being a great fucking story talking about Jags. Just a guy or just a gal that's just trying to do right and defeating the Empire. So yeah, I mean, what is Chaz saying, bro?
Let's see. By the way, C Baby said, by the way, remember when I told y'all the Gorman stuff would be super important? Yeah, you did.
Bro was flexing that. Nah, for sure.
mean,
Go ahead.
Nah, you good, Mark?
Ariel.
No, I was
okay.
gonna
thought
say,
you were chasing
I mean, like I feel like a lot of that stuff. I didn't want to say that he was gatekeeping, because I don't think he was.
No, he was.
You think he was gatekeeping?
C Baby?
Yeah.
Yes. That's literally he literally did the exact definition of what gatekeeping is.
He withheld information.
Y'all just wait. Y'all just wait, man.
It's like, yo, the government stuff is gonna be important, bro. It's gonna be important.
Yeah.
It was though.
It was. He was right.
Yeah, he was right. He was right.
Zay Review said he dropped his top 5 or top 6. Andor, Empire, New Hope, Mando, season.
Oh, Mark froze. Mark froze. Damn. Bye. Yo, his phone probably died. I'll read chat in his absence. All right, what we got here? So he just read. Oh, is he back? Is the goat back? He's fixing himself. He's almost back. Yeah, Andor. 5 Jedi Fallen Order, 6 The Last Jedi. Damn. Okay, fire list. I fuck with that. Anthony responding to Andrew Matthews. Is that's exactly what he did, but Tony Gilroy is generally one of the best writers of modern day. More projects for Tony Gilroy. I think I saw Larry as well pointing that out on the Discord. He should do and needs to do more Star Wars stuff. Him and Gareth Edwards. Agreed. Gareth Edwards. Again, Rogue One, masterpiece.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
Yo, I don't know, man. What happened?
Shit tweaked.
Where I thought that shit died, bro.
Chill.
My shit froze.
It just says stupid. I'm finishing chat while you get acclimated.
Yeah.
Zay said Ariel has some of the worst opinions I've ever seen. Damn.
I don't care. That's great.
No, you don't, bro. You don't. You don't. Zay reviews mentioning Rise of Skywalker and Acolyte together is so crazy. Junior talk about how special Acolyte was. Amanda, what's her last name? I fuck with her though. Guys, I'm bad with names, so don't get it twisted. I call Luthen Luthor. Dino, Gilroy managed to put grounded material in a fantastical galaxy with lightsabers and the Force. Not only that, but he made it work. Worst timing ever. Worst timing possible, bro. Because we talking about one of the greatest shows of all time, bro.
Is that Eunice?
Yeah, the Y in Hollywood is here,
the Y in Bollywood. The Y in Bollywood. That's what somebody said, bro. Isn't that mad disrespectful?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yo, say hi to Marc.
Yo,
what's good? You ready to go home tomorrow?
I'm already home.
Cooked your shit.
At least he's aware.
Cooked your shit.
Wait, so why are you here then? If you say you're not gonna stay long?
You say for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
You know, you guys are in Zane. You guys are correct on how the toxic side of the fandom gets super annoying about the Force.
Yo, those
sometimes.
mics are on.
Like people lost it when Luke Force projected in Episode 8. We got Dino. Star Wars is a brand. Are either afraid of using characters, or the execs are just idiots because they aren't using the characters like Ahsoka and Luke together.
It's really upsetting.
Chewie, Amando, my cat is Grogu. Empires_N. This feels like the writers for Andor saw the formula the Penguin made for a standalone show in a bigger universe and executed things well. If I'm not mistaken,
Andor was first.
Yeah, Andor season 1 did come out first. So if anything, Penguin took that and was like...
So Andor's the blueprint.
Andor's always the blueprint now. We need more of this for lore world building. Yeah, absolutely. Zay, that shows so special to me. Empires, and also happy belated to fellow hashtag 510 gang JB. Happy Friday Eve all. Yes, happy birthday to you as well, bro. We share the same birthday. That's lit.
May the 10th be with you.
Oh, Anthony, like all these shows have great episodes and moments, but they all fall flat as a show as a whole. Agreed. A piece of media, another cold take. Mark Hamill is the weakest actor and Achilles' heel in the original trilogy.
Oh shit,
fam! I'm gonna have to disagree.
I'm gonna have to just say Rogue One.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that take for the fact that the especially
wait, say that one more time.
Mark Hamill. Another cold take. Mark Hamill is the weakest actor and Achilles' heel in the original trilogy.
Bro said that he was that their effectiveness was -20 with Mark
on
Hamill
the floor. He was on the floor, and they were like, "Yo, bro,
minus was crazy."
Yo, I would like to hear more on that take.
Yeah,
but
show your work.
But at the same time, like the moments where he's speaking to Vader and like yo father, like I could feel it. I could feel there's still good in you, bro. It hits for me, man. I'm sorry. I don't think Mark Hamill brings that down. I'm not saying you couldn't put another actor there and he could do it, but I feel like Mark Hamill did solidify himself.
Sebastian Stan.
Why not bring in Sebastian Stan? It would be fire though, for real. But yeah, shout out to Mark Hamill. Yeah, Zay, what? A piece of media, huh? And Zayim, I absolutely was withholding that knowledge for weeks, knowing what was gonna happen. Yep, gatekeeping confirmed. Zay,
Bro admitted to gatekeeping.
Yeah, nah,
that's
for
crazy.
sure. Nah, good for him.
He said, "I'm
Absolutely.
guilty.
Guilty as
Your Honor."
charged. Yeah, man. But Eunice,
Top 3 Star Wars right now.
yeah, top 3 Star Wars right now. Like could be if you're like, yo, the last 2 episodes of Mando, you could put that there. Last 4 of Clone
Yeah,
Wars.
there's no
Watched
rules.
The last 3 of Clone Wars.
How
Last
about,
3
how
or
about
last
you
4?
actually talking to the
Last
mic?
4. I just saw the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars for the first time in like what 2 years?
Since we saw it?
Since we
What
saw
an iconic night, bro.
So amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just saw Revenge of the Sith, so like
Flex.
I've been prequel.
Yo, hit that Rogue
Yo.
One. Hit that Rogue One since you on here,
No,
bro.
but I
Hit that
have
Rogue
again
One.
after I saw the prequels and the last few episodes of Clone Wars, I saw episode 4. Like I saw A New Hope for the first time in a very long time, and then I saw Empire Strikes Back right after it, and I think I'm obviously gonna do Return of the Jedi, and then I guess make my way back.
Andor seasons 1 and
Rogue
2 and
One.
Rogue One. But you
Yeah.
gotta watch now it's perfect because
I
you can
probably
literally
won't watch
watch
Rogue One until I finish season 2 of Andor.
Yeah. It like literally it leads right
When,
into
bro?
it. It leads right into
I
it.
saw that movie in theaters too. Rogue One.
Do you remember it?
No.
I do.
I obviously know the Vader scene. That scene is fucking crazy.
Right, the
but
iconic scene, absolutely.
I don't remember a single thing. I know
Yeah.
Donnie Yen, right? Donnie Yen is in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he always plays a blind guy.
Yeah,
He
my
typecasted himself.
my friend had texted me. He's like, "Oh yeah, Donnie Yen is in it." To automatic, like I'm gonna enjoy this movie type shit. But Eunice, not for nothing though. I do think, and because we were just talking like these for season 2. Again, the whole season as a whole was great, but I think the build up, the way it builds up to the last few episodes is just extraordinary. It's extraordinary build up.
Yeah.
It's something that's not in your face. Like I feel like sometimes you do ask a lot of questions of like, but how did we get here? Like, because they do time jumps. Like it's like a year later. Another like every 3 episodes they jump years.
BB1.
Right. We get down.
BBY4.
Yeah, we get to BBY4, BBY1.
I just keep every time it comes up on the screen, I'm just like baby 4,
baby
No,
4.
BB-8.
baby
4.
1.
But so I think it's something that
Slow
I
burn.
think it's something I don't even want to call it a slow burn,
It's
bro.
not.
But
It's not.
it's just like there you see the rebellion being built and you see why we get to and where we get to with Rogue One and how everything Leia getting that Princess Leia getting that information is everything that happens here is so vital to get that information to her. So it's just like, and you meet characters that if it weren't for them, and we were just talking about it, where it's just like, if we don't get them, this never happens. They never get the shit to the death.
Like this is the real rebellion. Like this is not like the Rebel Alliance. This is like,
and that's the thing. I don't want to say like the real rebellion because again, like there is a moment in here where you know, is it okay if we talk spoilers?
it's fine. Don't.
All right, like for those that know, how long you gonna be here?
I'm probably gonna leave in like 5-10 minutes.
All right, cool. So there's a moment where this character, he like, you know, the Empire like gets to him, and she hits him with like, "Yo, you disgust me," and he's like, "It's all good. Don't worry about it. There's a galaxy full of people for you to discuss." Like, because it's been built out now. Like, there's so many factions of this rebellion at this point. So, right, like, it's just, this is another version. Like, this is another team that's been assembled that's helped build out and, you know, pass along, like, notes and pass along information that was vital to getting to where they needed to get. You know what I mean? So there are levels to it, but they've built themselves up that way, which I think is really cool to explore. And I think Andor does an incredible job of that. We get to see Ben Mendelsohn as director Krennic. And
He was in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't in he's not in season 1.
He's not in season 1, but he is in season 2. A lot of great moments. Again, everyone's acting is just incredible. Like I'm over here crying, bro. Like I'm over here crying because it's just they sacrifice everything. Everything.
How does this does it seamlessly cut into Rogue One? Like,
yep, pretty much.
Minutes after. I'm talking about.
I don't think it's
minutes
I don't think it's minutes,
bro.
No,
literally.
minutes before. Minutes
okay,
before.
shush. But that's crazy.
Minutes before.
You
Sorry.
just shush me?
Yeah. No, I can't hear you, Mark. My fault.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, Mark. My fault. But I just like all the conversation is just about the rebellion. Like it's just so because they know what they're fighting for, so they know that they have to give up everything, or else they won't win.
Yeah.
They just won't win because they're in this situation now. Like that's what it is. Like they just have to hope that what they do is worth it, and that the next generation, comes out okay from it.
Yeah.
So it is just incredible. It's an incredible story. The love aspects of it as well, and like leaving people behind. It's just like. It just hits home. It's just like, damn, like this.
Is there an explanation as to why Bix is in Rogue One?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I have an
Rest
issue.
in peace.
I have an issue with a lot of it, and I think we're gonna address it once Eunice.
Rest in peace, Bix.
Yeah, we have to
Bro
find
said
a way. We have to find a way to have the big cinematic universe in Star Wars now. That's what we need.
You know, James
BCU?
Gunn gave her first job.
Adria Arjona?
Yeah.
And what?
Wonder Woman.
Because everybody was like, "Yo, why do you follow James Gunn? Is this for the DCU?" She's like, "No, he gave me my first job," and I never know what it was. I never Googled it, but I guess.
But she does want to play Wonder Woman though.
Confirmed?
Who doesn't? Just let it be anyone other than Gal. I'm down.
It's definitely not going to be her, so we're good.
How you know?
Adria
No way.
Arjona.
Bro, Gal Gadot
No
said there's been
way.
conversations.
Oh, you're talking about Gal. I thought you were talking about Adria. I'm like, why? There's not a chance for Adria
Oh
to
no,
do it.
Adria, yeah, she's
Oh, my
definitely
fault.
a chance for her.
My fault. What's chat saying, Mark?
Oh, she was in True Detective.
You knew that.
So we got, let's see. Highlight as a teacher. Empire's End said highlight as a teacher taking a break from math to discuss what Star Wars media they should watch to get into
Fire.
it after they saw me binge Andor on my lunch breaks.
That's fucking lit.
That's fire. Dude, Rogue One might just, Larry said, dude, Rogue One might just be the best way to get into Star Wars, to be honest. Like Junior said, it's got a great balance of everything and just really solid storytelling. I agree. I think it's.
I don't know about that.
Nah, you know why I don't mind that? You know why I don't mind that actually? Because especially, I don't fully agree that it should be the starting point, but because it leads right into the first original Star Wars movie. Like I feel like it can, and again, it's what got me into Star Wars. It's literally what got me into Star Wars. So yeah, no, I take back what I said. Absolutely, Rogue One, fantastic starting point. Fantastic starting point. You don't gotta know who Vader is. You just know bad guy. And if you don't know who Vader is, what are we doing?
I guess. I don't know. I think it's just like Star Wars is like at its. Do you think at its core, Star Wars is a Jedi story?
No. At its core, it is about
The rebels.
rebellion. It is about
Fighting oppression.
yes.
Okay.
That
No,
at
or
its
the
core,
balance of good
If I'm
and
not
evil.
mistaken, Star Wars is based off the Vietnam War. And
Confirmed?
yes.
No, I mean I'm sure. Yeah, that's not denying. I was just asking a question. Interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah, I never really I mean, the thing that got me into Star Wars was because it took me
Mandalore.
fucking 20 years to watch it, and then I liked lightsabers. So like,
Wow.
Little ass kid, bro. I liked lights.
I was 19. I was just like, and this is someone who saw all the marketing and saw everybody get hyped for the sequel trilogy and never really got into it. But then when he saw Episode 4, A New Hope, I was like, it was like a shining light in my life, and I was like, all right, I'm tapped in. I don't know, and I saw Rogue One in theaters, by the way. I saw that shit when it dropped, and I wasn't it didn't pull me into it. So
Damn, that's great. So we had different experiences from
and
it.
I
for
still
sure.
believe, I still agree with you at its core that obviously it's about a rebellion, but yeah, I guess it's just two different experiences.
Yeah, but again, we always have to remember George Lucas made this for kids.
Yeah, oh, of course.
So it's just like, you know, there are moments, especially in the first 2 acts of the original trilogy, where it's just like you are like our heroes are on this journey, and it feels very kiddish, you know, to a point.
Yeah.
But then the third, and this, I'll always say this, right? The third acts of each of those movies, I thoroughly enjoy. I'm just like, not saying I don't enjoy the entirety of it. Yeah.
Right.
But oh, you go. Thank God, bro, because I'm trying to yap about this shit again. Like, you had a stall in, bro. Nah, it's good to see you, bro.
All right. I'll catch you.
Yo, why in Bollywood, bro?
See you.
Love you. Appreciate you.
Yo,
have a good week. Yo, remember, you still got to watch the Marvels.
Yeah, you still
You got to let us know. You got to let the people
Get
know.
home safe.
Yo, he did mad fast, bro. We mentioned Marvels. He dipped out the
Gotta
fucking
go.
stew, bro.
Gotta go.
But I just think.
Okay, now we can finally talk spoilers again. Jesus.
I
Okay.
know. What you had
So
shit to
bigs,
get
bro.
shit off your
Bigs.
chest. Get shit off your chest, Mark.
There were so many great moments in this season, bro.
What's your favorite?
I got a few.
Can you get my charger?
I think episode 8 was
The Gorman massacre.
that was phenomenal. That, and then also when Bix killed
Oh, the dude that tortured her.
yeah, bro, that was so fucking badass when she walked out of that place and then just ran into Andor, and then just Andor blew that shit up. I was like, yeah, that shit is tough. That shit is fucking
Yo,
tough.
the funny thing about this show is, like, I feel like a lot of the time he's doing side missions. He's like he's doing these side missions. I mean, but everything leads up to obviously him doing like the main mission. And it all makes sense within his story. But I just love that. Again, he tells Biggs, like, I'm out. After this, I'm out. But how many times did he do that? He did that so often. Like, it's just like, it's like, you're never out, bro. Like, you are never out. Go ahead, Mark. Bumbleclot.
But yeah, I mean, man, and then also the episode where what episode was that with Martha's speech?
Welcome to the rebellion.
What episode was that?
That was 9, one right after.
Nine,
because it happened after the events of
right. 9,
Gorman.
phenomenal.
Gorman.
It's like, oh my god, like it's just like, again, every episode. I haven't. It's been a while since I saw a show where for what was that, from 8 to 12 were just all amazing.
Bangers.
Just kept getting better.
Bangers.
Like that. It's
like itching. I was itching to watch the next one. I was like, bro,
not even
I
saying
got
that
it.
the other ones before that were bad. Obviously, they were all fucking.
But it was
great.
it was a generational run. Like, it was a 3-peat. They hit a 3-peat. They did it.
And I think if this doesn't like show people, I mean, and they did throw a lot of money behind this show, and obviously you see it, like
620 million.
everywhere.
That's crazy.
Insane budget. I mean, I guess it's worth it because we're like, yeah, this is like the best.
It isn't when you're getting shots like what we're getting constantly.
Well, right, exactly. They put the money in the right places. You have to obviously make sure you don't waste your money.
Facilitate, bro.
And then also they let them cook, man. They fucking let them cook, and also the way in episode 8 when what do you guys think Cyril was gonna do? Do you think Cyril was gonna actually kill Andor?
Yo, Cassian hit him with the Thanos. Hit him with the Thanos. He was like, I don't even know who you are, bro. Like,
he hit him with that one kid, that meme, like that
he turns
white
around.
kid. Wait a minute,
are you?
Who are you?
To answer your question though, I don't know. I think Cyril was about to, because Brian was texting me. He was like, yo, Cyril's about, and I already had seen the episode. He's like, yo, right. Cyril's about to turn. I'm like,
He was gatekeeping.
I was like,
R.I.P. Bozo. R.I.P. Bozo.
Unfortunate.
Not unfortunate. Bozo. Too late. Bro,
right, too late.
I love
too
the
late.
shot of him just going, oh my gosh. I can't believe all this is happening around me.
Yeah, right. And
well, it's all about what they've convinced themselves that, like,
yep,
they're all the heroes of their own story. It's not, that's the point of it all. Like, we're obviously going to side with the rebels, but again, look at him. He was so desperate to believe that he was like
proving himself
that
on
he
the
was
on the right side. Yeah.
yeah, that he was on the right side, and then went clear evidence, and he's like, wait, oh, like that realization of like,
I'm wrong. I was wrong. Yeah.
oh, I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived by the Galactic Empire. And so
That's Cyril.
they stink. And so, like, I think that his arc was his arc, and then also what was Deidre's
his wifey, ex-wifey.
Yeah. Dude, and then Deidre also ending up in the same interrogation room that she interrogated Cyril in,
and now she's in a jumpsuit like Cassian was.
I guess wrongfully imprisoned. I guess
right.
And so it's a crazy switch on everything. And again, if things don't happen the exact way that they happen, all of this changes. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just an insane like set of circumstances that's just all lined up, and I can't say enough about Luthen, man.
Bro,
I think he is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. This
is what sums it up, Mark. This was something to your point about every little thing having to go right, especially for the Empire, right?
For rebellions too,
right? But oh damn, I wish I had the full. Is this the full thing? I don't think so. Oh, it might be.
It's part.
Someone says Cyril is my goat.
Cyril is my goat. Yo, justice for Cyril, bro.
Justice for Cyril.
And then
sorry.
No, go
just
ahead.
one last thing, because I brought up the question. I don't think he was gonna kill Andor. I think he was getting ready to lower his gun and be like,
and then got popped.
I fucked up, like, you know, and then he just got. And then you just
right. You think he's gonna have the redemption, and then he dies.
Yeah, because
it's too late.
You know what I mean? Like, you did all this shit, and you probably should have known sooner.
Yeah,
like you just should have.
Yeah. And then remember this: the Imperial need for control is so desperate because it is so unnatural. Tyranny requires constant effort. It breaks, it leaks. Authority is brittle. Oppression is the mask of fear. Remember that. And know this, the day will come when all these skirmishes and battles, these moments of defiance, will have flooded the banks of the Empire's authority, and then there will be one too many. One single thing will break the siege. Remember this, try. Fire, bro. Fire, bro. And then what's his name? Bum-ass was listening to that shit. And then dude was like,
Kyburn.
Yo. Yeah. And then bro's like, yo, we gotta go. He's like, give me a minute to gather my thoughts.
Bozo, R.I.P. Bozo too.
Hey.
R.I.P. Smoking that Kyburn pack.
But then there's also something so like about Homeboy just like telling the guards like, nah, just let it be.
Yeah.
It's just so like it's also powerful because again, Tony Gilroy in the show do a good job of they portray the Empire in such a way that it's not to say you feel bad for them. It's not to say that you feel sympathetic, but it still feels also real. It's like these people are also dealing with mental health issues, and these people are also dealing with pressure and all this shit. And again, like he said, like this requires
duped too.
Right. And right. That's why you have someone like Luthen who was once a part of that. You know that scene was amazing, bro. Where he encounters Clea for the first time when she was a child.
Yeah, that flashbacks.
And he's just like, make it stop. He's just like, please make it stop. Please make it stop. I'm just like, wow, bro. Like because it's insane. Like I can't fathom it, bro. I can't imagine like being in that type of situation. Like, and it's just so. But that there is shit in the real world that is happening like that right now, and it's crazy. So, and I think that's why it also like hits harder because like we know that this stuff that they're telling a lot of truths within, and again, Mon says it in her speech. She's like, a genocide was just committed, like in Gorman, like that's what happened, and then
that was her best. That was her best moment. And
then the Emperor Palpatine name drop. She's like, yo, he like boo. he's the bozo. He's the bozo.
He's the bozo.
Like he's the wing,
bozo.
bro. He's the bozo. Like it's Palpatine, bro. And then they had to get her ass out of there. Like, all right, bro.
Also,
we got to
Andor,
go.
I thought he was being like. There was a couple times during the episode where he was trying to clap Deidre, and I'm like, fam, just pull the trigger, like right there, boom, right there. But I get it. He was just trying to be sure. He was just
That's something I really appreciate about this show as well.
He wasn't trying to shoot first. That was also the thing too.
Right. And not only that, it's like these fights feel so. You know he doesn't die here, but you still feel like holy shit, like when they invaded the fucking safe house. I was like, why didn't he kick the fucking thing? But at the same, you gotta remember, bro. Sometimes
why did he kick the thing?
Like the smoke grenade.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, kick that fucking shit out the door. But at the same, I say this now, and I'm not in that situation. You don't know what's gonna happen when you're in a situation where you're fighting for your life, and then a fucking shit comes out, and then you're just like, wait, what? And it's just like it happens so fast. You know what I mean?
I thought like he was gonna do something with it too, but I was like, fuck. But what's cool is that it pays off in Rogue One because K2 he grabs
the
a
fucking
grenade.
G, bro. Yo, K2 came in that.
Help. You did.
Yo, he be coming in fucking clutch, bro.
I think their
scene he came up
effectiveness
clutch.
was plus 30 with K2.
Bro, he needs to be on the floor.
Yeah.
He needs to be on the floor.
He needs to be on. He needs to
And he got unlimited stamina. Like, keep him in the game. Like everywhere I go, bro, I'm like, yo, yeah, he coming with me.
Yo, for real.
Absolutely.
K2
That's my guy. He's coming with me.
He's one of the best I've seen. One of the best droids in Star Wars.
But yo, Mark, hit us with some more good points, bro. Hit us with some more chat to us, bro.
I think also. Oh wait, you're saying read the chat?
You could do that, but after some points you make.
Okay. Yeah, I think also. I dude, if you really think about it too, like, the ISB. Bro, they're all dead, like, or in jail.
Yo,
like
the Empire they started taking big L's from this point. From this point, they were taking some very bad L's.
Yeah, they were getting absolutely like done filthy by the
and imagine like they're smaller than them and they're like, nah, we gonna whoop that ass real quick. Like y'all gonna get it right now because y'all getting us tight.
And then Dedra, bro, like that whole thing of like the emails basically that she fucking,
all she had to do was clear her cache, bro. Like just clear the cache, just clear the history. Like it's raps, bro. Like nobody gonna know.
It was just such an unfortunate thing, and it's just like, again, it's just like those are the things like though, like I'm gonna tie it to like real world for a second, but if this event, like if this Pete Hegseth thing, like I don't know if you guys know about that whole like chain that he added somebody that wasn't supposed to be added. Pete Hegseth, government. He added somebody who's not supposed to be into like a group chat where they were all talking about classified shit. If that didn't happen, I would be like, does that really happen? It actually does really happen.
Right.
Like it's just like, and that's the
off
shit
emails,
like,
bro. Off emails.
Exactly.
They like the Empire got fucked off emails.
Bro, crazy shit. Like it's
dope.
insane. And
dope.
Again, this show, I think, kind of proves what I've been saying about Star Wars for years.
Bro, gonna mention the Skywalkers.
I'm not going to say it, but you already said it, so I might as well. No, but I think if they just kind of move on from other things and kind of shift the focus to, can we just and I'm not saying you can't have Jedi or whatever. I don't care. It's just, can we do it in a way that's not super tied to the rest of the universe, but also can have a great impact on the universe? Like, I know that's a fine line. It doesn't, but like Andor, right? Let's take that for example. Obviously, we all know where it ends. We all know there are like certain characters in the show, but they took a brand new character, because I don't think anybody has ever heard of Luthen. Like Luthen was totally original from this show, correct?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah,
yep.
All that stuff was
For them to take a character like that, obviously, and like I've been saying this whole pod, make him as influential as he is. And I'm sorry, you just can't tell me that there isn't, you can't do similar shit like this, but like moving on from the whole, I guess I have to say it now, the Skywalker saga. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to just stay in this thing.
Yeah.
Like, you have other avenues you can go into. We saw with Ahsoka, whole new universes, whole new. Go, please do it.
Go.
Like, try.
Yeah, it's a bro. It's a big
Like-
galaxy, and I think again this is something where, because I do think they really, even the way they use the Force in this, like, it's very subtle, but it still feels so Star Wars, right? Where he goes to the healer. And he's just like, like this kook, like, she's crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about, what she's doing. And then she's like, oh, like, you have a burn on your right shoulder, right? And he's like, how did you know that type shit? And then, you know, she kind of spooks him. And, you know, she's having that conversation with Biggs, and that's what she tells him, right? Like, yo, like, he's a messenger. Like, he's doing things at his own, like, kind of pace, and he's kind of just going with the flow and seeing where that leads him. And like he's a messenger. And again, like, that's kind of the Force kind of pulling Cassian towards what needs to be done, right? And I feel like, and again, I'm, you know, I in real life terms, like, I like to be, you know, and I encourage everyone to try and get more in tune with, like, sort of their spirituality, whatever that may be, right? Whatever you kind of, you know, kind of put your faith in, or whatever you kind of, but me personally, I feel like there is an energy. There's always an energy in the air. Right. And I feel like that's what the Force in Star Wars, that's what that is. But I feel like there's obviously a real world, like, thing to that as well, you know. But something like that, and something where Biggs telling him, like, yo, let it in. It could only be like something good. And again, I don't think I properly shouted them out. But Diego Luna, Adria Orjana, they both re-recorded their lines for the Spanish dub of Andor.
Yes, I saw that.
Adria Arjona.
Sorry, I just told you I'm horrible pronunciation.
You almost called her Adria Organa, bro. I was gonna say
Organa.
Save her. Save Princess Organa, bro.
But Diego Luna on saying goodbye to Cassian Andor. It's sad, it's painful, but also I know how lucky I am that I had this opportunity.
What a goal.
Many go through the journey of acting without living something like this, you know? I didn't know it was going to happen to me. It's been 10 years of my life, so I'm proud and honored to be a part of this family. Shout out the Latinos in Star Wars, bro. My headcanon is that the baby she's holding is Oscar Isaac's Poe. That is their son. Sequel trilogy confirmed. Like, shout out the Latinos, bro. Bail Organa.
Yeah, that's Poe
Bail
there,
Organa.
right?
Yo, Adria Organa. Bail Organa.
That's
confirmed,
confirmed.
bro. I'm onto something.
You just heard.
I'm
You guys
onto
heard it here
something.
first. You heard
I'm
it here
onto
first.
something. Also, I remember people was complaining about the recast, bro. For Senator Organa, like, yo, relax. They were just scheduling issues.
Oh my God.
Like,
it's like, what are they supposed to do?
I was really upset, guys. I was so upset.
Kurami.
And it's not like he's a bad actor either. Benjamin Bratt is a good actor.
He's great.
Bro, shout out my Peruvian king.
Great.
Also,
great.
double B's, bro. B squared.
Shout out my Peruvian king. Incredible. But I love where he goes up to Cassian at the end, right? Where he actually gives him the official mission to go on, instead of Cassian, like, dubbing everyone and be like, yeah, I'll be right back. Like, I gotta go take care of, I gotta go pop somebody, and I'll be back.
They were wilding in Rogue One. Like pretty much the rebels were like, yo, clap Saul.
Bro, I love that aspect of it too. Even within the rebellion, like, there's a fucking rebellion within the rebellion. So I was like, nah, fuck all this shit, bro. We making noise out here.
Yeah,
we smoking these fumes, son.
I fuck with Saul, bro.
I fuck with Saul too.
He was huffing fucking engine gas, bro.
Yo, he telling Will, he's like, yo, get that shit, bro. Get that shit, little bro, Will. Will's like, yeah. But he radicalized Will in a sense, because Will does come back a little bit more like, yo, like, nah, fuck this shit. Like, we gotta kill her. Like, we gotta do all this shit.
It's actually crazy how the characterization of Saul, like, how he gets more paranoid as time goes on and stuff too.
But he wasn't wrong. And homeboy tells Mon Mothma that he's like, oh, like, like he's not wrong. Yeah, we are having spies on him for like a year now. Like he's being that ass.
Catching on, yeah.
But but again, it's incredible because like, yo, y'all have the same goal. Like y'all need to stop the Empire. Y'all need to stop beefing one another. But it's inevitable because there's just so many different personalities, so many different approaches, so many different traumas of the way that they approach fighting something like the Empire.
Yeah.
So just incredible stuff. Like I love that even within the Resistance itself, or within the Rebel Alliance itself, like there's factions, and it's just like, no, like you keep doing this, you're gonna fuck us up. And he's like, if I don't do this, then they gonna fuck us up first.
Yeah.
Like we have to do something.
It's us versus them.
Right. But and again, like just tying it back to that scene where Cassian goes to the council. And again, I love how makeshift like their whole base is, right? And it's just like
It's somewhere.
right. And it's in Yavin, bro. Yavin, bro.
You've been to Jeddah. Where's Biggs?
Where's Biggs? But I love how he's like, yo, Luke, he's like, y'all are talking crazy right now. Like y'all didn't give a fraction of what Luthen has given. Like to the rebellion, like y'all, yeah, but
and all of you are here because you owe him something, and that's crazy.
Yeah, and again, it just goes to people kind of seeing him in a different light because he had to make some questionable decisions. But again, if someone has to make those questionable decisions, or the job's not gonna get done.
Bruh, the scene that killed me was the scene, like when he was telling them, like, "Yo, Luthen's dead," and you know. There's plans to that the Empire's making a weapon, and everybody was just like, "We gotta verify your story." It's just like, bro, are you a dead ass right now? Why would I do? Like that was so crazy. Go ahead, Mark.
I thought it was crazy, like because they didn't really like react like,
at all when Luthen like when he said
not
that.
crazy because like I thought they should have reacted. I think it's just crazy. Like that shows how much he. Like that Luthen had to do, like he had to make so many tough decisions like leading up to this moment that like it even alienated him from his allies. Like
they hated his guts,
and it almost cost them, Yeah, I mean it did cost them because at the end of the day they still lose a planet, like they lose Alderaan, like the Death Star fucks it up. And so it's just like, but again, it could have been a lot worse if they didn't get this information in time. So the fact that they were even stalling this kind of showed that like they lost time on it and they were behind on things. So Luthen had to risk everything to get this information.
And I feel like even that the domino effect of that was with was years in the making with Galen Erso.
Yo, shout out, yo. Mads Mikkelsen, bro. What a cameo, bro.
He literally tells his daughter, like, yo, I am so sorry. Like that. Like it was a really emotional scene. And he's telling her, like, listen, like, you are like, I do this for you. Like everything I'm doing here is for you. Like you're the hope.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I mean he came up clutch. He's the one that built that shit in for Luke to hit it and destroy it. So he did build in a self destruct to be like clip this shit.
So Luke has a bubble ring. His first ring is a bubble ring, bro.
Bubble ring. He got help.
He got an alley from like 30 years ago.
But nah. If we're putting things into a basketball perspective, guys, Luthen hit a fucking clutch fadeaway 3 to send it to overtime. Basically, that's basically what happened. But then his own team was questioning if his foot was on the line.
That's crazy.
And he's like, bro, like Cassian was like, bro, what are y'all talking about? Like,
his blood is right there.
I've seen it.
The line.
I've seen it, bro. It's right behind the line. Like, this is a 3, no doubt about it. Like, why are we reviewing this shit? Mark, what's chat saying right now?
We got let's see.
Jeddah, Kyber, Urso, fire name. Who else knows?
Or piece of Andor. Piece of media. Andor is the Thunderbolts of the Star Wars universe. # shower thoughts. Remembering the way Party Guys is like, it's everywhere, isn't it? In reference to the rebellion. The Imperials really realizing that the war is already over before it even begins. You said, "You're cooking, bro. The Empire was supposed to always be the Americans in the Vietnam War. You're so right."
Confirmed.
Andrew said, "So Wild Party Guys would rather kill himself than face the Emperor." Hey, man, he was probably gonna do some unspeakable things to him.
He was gonna do unholy things.
Unholy. CW said, "Yeah, the ISB is basically non-existent once the Death Star explodes. They've lost everything at that point." Yeah, exactly. Piece of media, Andor is way better. CW said, "I love when Krennic said to Dedra, why do you think I'm here?" The recast for Organa was fire anyway. CW, so you're sure you definitely think that Junior. In parentheses, Poe's parents have already been established in canon. What was you talking about?
Repeat that one more time.
He said, wait, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. He said, Jesus Christ, bro, what is going on today? This shit is pissing me off.
Nah, don't get pissed off, bro. It's a Thursday night.
All right, sorry. He said, sure you definitely think that, Junior. And in parentheses, he said, Poe's parents have already been established in canon.
I'm not sure. See, baby, clarify.
It's like, who are Poe's parents then?
Oh, Poe's parents.
Yeah, Poe Dameron.
Oh.
I thought you said post parents. I'm like, post
No.
parents. Poe's parents. Oh, damn, my fault. But that's my headcanon, though.
Let's see what else we got. Oh wait, actually, really quickly. Speaking of family, Andor's sister. Do we ever hear anything about that or?
Nah.
Oh, that was just, bro. That's for us to.
Bro,
here's my
hanger.
It was Ray. It was Ray, bro.
Here's my thing.
Lazy writing.
Here's my thing with Andor, and again, this is my point of just like there are questions like you just leave up in the air. Like I feel like that's just life sometimes. Like there's just things you're not gonna get the answer to, and Cassian never got the answer to that question, like about his sister.
Yeah,
it
just never knew about his own son.
Yo, that's hard.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
That's heartbreak, bro. That's heartbreak, bro.
That made, again, it's like he's there when you need him. You know what I mean? Like
he's not always there when you call, but he's always on time.
The fact that he, like, it just makes everything even sadder in Rogue One. But like, you understand what they, like, why obviously it had to happen. But like, man, dude does not know he has his own son, and then like. And also hearing Vix be like, we can be together after it's all over.
She's like, yeah, we could try it.
And Vel even tells him like, yo, don't take too long to call her. Yo, he had a date. One thing I will thank Tony Gilroy for.
Bix.
Thank you that she is safe.
Yo.
Thank you that the BB droid is safe. Like, thank you, bro. Like that, like the trauma. I'm glad I got my happy ending. My happy ending happened.
Yo, JB, this just proves that the One Piece is real, bro. Yo, this is real.
Yo.
That's better.
Yeah, yo. Tony Gilroy, thank you. Bix is safe. Cassian unfortunately is not. We got a lot of RIPs. Yo,
RIP
my boy Brasso, bro. In the first 3 episodes, a real one, bro. A real one.
From the season finale of season 1. He's the one with the brick. He was like, yo, fuck this shit.
He's gonna be in House of Dragon season 3 as well, the actor. So shout out to him.
I forgot that season 3.
But again, it's just so much. Everything is a sacrifice. They had to sacrifice everything, and you know, again, Bix was going through it, bro. The trauma of homeboy torturing her, the trauma of almost getting sexually assaulted, the trauma of, you know, she starts taking like drugs, like she's going through it. Cassian coming and going, telling her that like he's gonna stay, he's gonna stop eventually, and like he's just not. But I like a lot of people were making the parallels of Cassian and like Deirdre and how their characters are similar in the way that they like kind of fight for their cause. And how, but obviously Cassian's payout is he ends up helping the Republic and helping the fucking galaxy become a better place. while hers was the thing that she loved so much and fought for so much turned on her, and now she's in prison for life. And we obviously we don't know what is going to happen. And again, we don't really need to know more, because they do such a good job of setting this up of factions of the rebels, right? So we don't need to necessarily know what happens to Vel next, what happens to Bick next. And like I said, I think this is very much a show where Tony Gilroy leaves a lot up for interpretation on where you could take some of these characters. So maybe if someone has a cool idea, they can, run with it and have it make sense. But tying this back into Andor and everything, Rogue One, I think it does such an impeccable job. And a couple of things here before we wrap up, guys. But just right, but still more on the Andor Rogue One. So on the Discord, I had wrote. So it's not much of a like for me, especially with like the sequel trilogies, right? Because I feel like now with Andor and Rogue One, and this leading into the original trilogy, it's like it's not to say that I feel that the sequel trilogy isn't needed, because it's never to say that the Empire or a faction of it can't return, right? Like, again, we know that things like this happen throughout history all the time. So they're just going to build a bigger bomb, right? Oppenheimer confirmed. Like, someone's just going to build a bigger bomb. So that's what happened. But it's just like, it just sucks to me that it's like all the hard work that they did, it does pay off eventually, but it just sucks that it's just like, but fuck. Then we know that later on, Kylo Ren and fucking Snoke build another fucking thing and destroy like 5 planets, and it's just like, but like we did all this hard work to get the first Death Star to not fucking do anything and stop the second one, and it's just like, so it's not. I guess it's more just my gripes with the fact that shit just has to happen again, and maybe that's why a lot of people from a story perspective, and again, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that there wasn't any issues with the sequel trilogy, as much as I do enjoy it, especially Force Awakens and Last Jedi. But again, maybe they could have told it in a different way or done something a little bit differently than kind of following like the blueprint of the original ones. But and that's where I feel now the prequel trilogy, and especially with Andor releasing in its entirety with Rogue One, I feel like it hits even more for the prequel stuff and the original stuff more, because it's just like, okay, it flowing now. It's like you kind of need all that prequel political stuff that went on in the background. Again, not to say that the prequels don't have their own set of issues, but the political aspect of it, I still felt was really strong in getting Emperor Palpatine to turn the Republic into the Empire, which again leads us to Andor, leads us to Rogue One, leads us into the original trilogy. So I think it's really cool. I think every time I sort of get like a break from like Star Wars, they find something to reel me back in, and I think that's why for me, it's always going to be a very special franchise. But I would like them to continue to make things that are as polished as Andor. You could still talk about Sith. You can still talk about Jedi.
How much money is that all going to cost? This $620
million, bro.
They can't realistically, they can't put all that into every show, every movie.
I mean, Disney can.
They can, because they could start pumping out less. They could make things and you know what I mean? Like if they're like, hey, one movie, one show per year.
Mark,
that's 1 point.
But the thing is that I feel like the proof of concept is there. Like for example, if Gilroy like pulled up and was just like, because clearly they loved his idea from the start, that they were like, yo, we'll greenlight 2 seasons, and even announce the season before season 1 starts.
Yeah.
Like that's how much faith they had in the show. That's how much hope they had in it. But I just feel like it is difficult to be this good, this consistently with this kind of budget.
Right.
So it's gonna eventually run its course if that's the case. And I understand, Mark.
You can't. Yeah, it's like $1.2 billion, and if you miss on one of those,
it's over.
You're chalked.
Yeah.
You're chalked for the whole year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like there's almost no chance to regain.
That sucks.
I feel like they'll be. I feel like Disney will be okay.
They will, because
I mean, yeah,
look how
they're
much
rich,
money they
obviously.
spent. I think, Mark, they spent 1.2 bill between, Andor and most of the Star Wars shows put together. With the budget, especially with the budget that Obi-Wan had, like over 180 million. Like, that's crazy.
But again, But I also don't think the lesson here should be more money equals better.
No. It's just, I think it helps.
It helps with set design and all that shit for sure. But like, you can't just. You don't need to do that in every show to make it great, or
That's true,
like
yeah.
you can do that with other things and it can still be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, and you can make like, dude, if Godzilla -1, I know it's a totally different genre,
Had
whatever,
that
it's a
fucking
movie,
budget, dude.
but bro, like, I'm not saying you have to make it that cheaply, like, and I say cheaply only because it just the amount of money, not because they look cheap, because it did not look cheap at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you can't make a show that looks good but is not insanely expensive, like 600 mil expensive.
Yeah,
I think that's for both seasons, though. That was for both seasons.
Yeah, that's for
It
both
wasn't just-
seasons.
It wasn't just one.
What was this season?
No, it was
I think
both,
they're both like 300 mil.
yeah, both seasons are.
Still a big budget. But I'm saying like,
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
if you're gonna pump out
better.
one of these
That's
a
better,
year,
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
maybe-
Like we
do
can make it work.
maybe do that.
1 out of 10 though. Council's elitism reeks of entitlement. Yeah, I mean
That's what elitism-
That's kind of the point. Overall, the best episode of the season. Overall, the best episode out of the season, but he's giving it a 1 out of 10. But when Cassian is back to Yavin 4 with his crew and reports to the council with Clea told them about Luthen's mole in the ISB, it is absurd how no one mentions how Senator Organa, the one that had quote unquote trustworthy people help evacuate Senator Mon Mothma that were actually ISB spies, is a hypocrite for criticizing Luthen. Senator Organa is one of the few in that council that has been the most comfortable footing on that table. He is still in the Senate. He lives in a very comfortable life in Alderaan. Besides, if there is a senator that actually helped the rebel cause, it is Senator Mon Mothma. It is quite pathetic how the entitlement from those senators and other conniving members is eclipsing the help Luthen provided. Even if he wasn't the most pleasant person, also, how can they be quote-unquote responsible for the rebel when they are so concerned with their own elitism? Doesn't sound very rebel. More like the empire's bad. Let's just have our oligarchy back. Chad, is he cooking?
No.
Damn.
He's hating, if anything.
Why not, bro? Why he not cooking?
Because he said oligarchy, and like I'm out. As soon as you say oligarchy, so let's keep it to the rebels. Let's keep it to the rebels because that's where the action's at.
I also do want to shout out, because I know she gets a lot of hate. Kathleen Kennedy.
K-squared.
Apparently she protected like Andor and made sure allowed Tony Gilroy to do his thing. And
Oh wow, Mark, no way.
apparently,
Confirmed.
Look at that, guys. You hear that?
yeah.
Confirmed.
So
Your so-called enemy.
well, hey, I mean that's something that's interesting, and now it's like weird. Now people are saying, like, I'm seeing people like in the chat and like praising Kathleen Kennedy and then hating on.
Oh, Filoni baloney. The tables have
Filoni.
turned.
Yeah, the tables have turned.
The tables have
man.
turned. They're
I remember when Filoni came back,
Caitlin's-
everyone was like, "Yes, thank God, no more
Boo,
Kathleen
boo,
Kennedy."
Caitlyn
Oh my
Kennedy out of
God.
here.
Like,
Yeah,
and
it's so
now
funny, bro.
That's so funny.
But yeah, man, want to give a shout out to our guy Cassian, Luthen, Bix, our guy K2, our guy Will, Mon Mothma. Who else we got? Clea. Yo, Clea's story was dope, bro. Her story.
She was hardcore.
Yo, and yo, those funny ass moments in that episode where she has the fucking old lady, like it's like, huh? She's like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? This is so random, but it works. Like, it makes sense to what's going on. And like her risking everything to kill Luthen, bro. And I think it's so bittersweet because I think Tony Gilroy has said this. It was a bittersweet moment for her because she has so much love, yet so much hate for Luthen because he was still a part of the people that killed her family. But again, like he took her in and he kind of showed her the ropes on how to really build the rebellion. Like he was very calculated, right? Like he was just like, yo, don't ever enter a room without knowing how to exit one. Bro,
that's good advice.
Anytime he spoke, bro, that's advice that fucking what's his name was given in Sinners. Smoke or Stag, one of them, when he was telling the girl, he's like, yo, like negotiate, like that's
Smoke. He was like the numbers got to be in conversation with one another,
right? Like that was Luthen, bro, to an extent where he's just like he's giving good advice. He's like, yo, nah, we have to be strategic about this shit. Like
game.
We can't, and it just goes to show where he's like, we're gonna have to take ODLs. We're just gonna have. Unfortunately, people are gonna have to die, and we're gonna have to keep it pushing. Because again, even in scenes where Cassian, even that scene where the whole thing happened, right? And Cassian wasn't really there. Like he wasn't. Like yes, he's someone that helps people, but in that moment, he knew that there was nothing much he could really do. Like shit was just popping off, and his objective was to try and kill Deidre. So he's like, yo, I'm sticking to my task right now. Like unfortunately, like we're gonna have to take an L because no one predicted this shit, and they're over here fucking everybody up. We are the Gore. But I like when they started singing though. That shit was dope. But the We Are the Gore shit, I was just like, ah.
I had a feeling something bad was gonna happen. Like when they started doing that, I was just like, oh man, like.
But again, very very powerful, bro. And rebellions, guys, remember rebellions are built on hope. Mark, would you like to do a chat check for us, and we will wrap up our thoughts on Andor, and
let's just do a Q&A.
Bro, hey,
can you hear me?
Man.
What?
Just read the chat.
I mean, it's already 10:14, bro.
You got somewhere to be?
Sleep.
Sleep. Bro says sleep. Deacon. Look at Brian over here.
Brim is here.
What you want from me, bro? I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep well, bro.
We talking Andy.
I was thinking about Andor, bro.
We talking about
He was
Andy,
thinking about
bro.
Bix's safety.
No, I was
bro.
actually up late binging Andor, so I could be ready for the pod, bro.
All right.
Jeddah Kyber Ursa.
So real quick, this is just one great question that I really actually wanted to ask. Larry said for the Q&A, you have a team of 5 in the Star Wars universe. Who are you choosing? You only get 1 Jedi.
A team of 5 for like what? Just
this is your pirate crew?
Anything you would ever need to do.
Pirate
like just
crew.
one Jedi?
1 Jedi.
All right.
Crew of 5,
Crew
1 Jedi.
of 5, 1 Jedi.
Crew 5, 1 Jedi.
Crew of 5, 1. Damn, this is tough, bro.
It's not. It's really not.
My Jedi, I think I'm going Ahsoka for my Jedi because she's my favorite Star Wars character. So I'm going Ahsoka.
She is really good.
So yeah, that's my point guard right there. So then we gonna have. I think we might have to have. Let's see. We're probably just gonna have to get the GOAT Cassian on here as well because again, like
we need Andor, we need
talk
a pilot,
about
good pilot.
we need a pilot, we need a messenger, we need someone that knows how to stay alive.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
that's a great question. Who asked this again?
Larry
did.
Hell, shout out to Larry, man.
I'm gonna. Okay, I have 3. Yeah, I got like 3 so far.
I have my whole team already.
Go hit us with it.
All right, so Han Solo, of course.
I knew that was gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Like obviously,
I think I might have to throw Han in there.
K2SO,
fire pick,
Andor.
bro. Fire pick.
Number 4, I would choose Chewie, and number 5, Mace Windu.
Ooh, stacked.
Actually, yeah,
That's a fire squad.
Mace. Yeah, I'll choose
That's a
Mace
fire
Windu.
squad, bro.
Yeah,
That's a fire squad.
I'm going Obi-Wan.
oh, the great.
Yeah,
so many stories.
And-
great
Andor.
draft pick.
I
I replaced Chewie
think
with
I'm
Bix.
gonna go Lando.
Lando?
He's a liar,
Yeah.
bro.
drafting Childish Gambino.
That's
in this bitch?
fire.
What is that? 3?
Yeah.
And then R2D2, and then one more. Fuck.
I think they should have. It would have been cool. It would have been like two regular guys, a droid, and a Jedi.
That's fire.
Mando.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was thinking
I
Mando
don't think
too.
anybody fucking with me.
Yeah,
I truly do not.
Yeah, actually, Mark, you have. That's a crazy
Yeah,
class.
I was thinking Mando too. I was thinking
Yeah,
Mando.
I'll replace Chewie with Bix though for sure.
All right,
Because she's a mechanic.
She is a mechanic. Nah, hold on. I got y'all right now. Ahsoka.
Bugging.
We got Ahsoka. We got our boy Cassian.
You said Kylo Ren earlier.
Kylo Ren.
We got Cassian. We got Mando.
You said Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yo, my boy Thrawn, bro. Yo, my boy Boba Fett.
Cad Bane.
Like a bathroom. Yo, get my boy Cad Bane up in this bitch, bro. My boy Cad Bane up in this bitch.
Yo, who was that pirate that kept getting murked in every show he was in? Who is that?
Who?
The Star Wars. Oh my God, it's gonna bug me now.
Yo, he was in like 3 different shows. Yeah. He just kept getting washed.
Oh my God. Bro showed up in Mando, washed. Bro showed up in Boba, washed.
Skeleton Crew washed.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot his name, but he was a boss.
So I got 3, right? So 2 more. So Mando,
Yeah.
Ahsoka, Andor, Mando. Damn, I have my last 2. Hold on.
He didn't mention Han Solo. He didn't mention.
It might have been Han.
That's
Could be
crazy.
Han.
That's crazy.
His name is Vane.
Yeah, Vane. Fucking bum.
How's it spelled, you know?
Fane, I think. I mean, Vane.
N-E. Yeah.
I made up a letter. Like, I don't think I even said a
Dude, a
letter.
bomb, bro.
No, he's a bum. He is a loser. I can't even lie. Bro, I don't know what to start. Yo, get back to me. Get back to me.
Yo, he said the dude from the Skeleton Crew, the Jude Law's character. Wait, that would make him a Jedi. Never mind.
Nah,
He's just a Force user.
Yeah. Oh well, then I can't bring Ahsoka. Then she's technically not a Jedi.
Oh, that's true.
Well, she was. Oh no, she never was.
Nah, she was.
Yeah.
All right, so it counts. All right, we'll stick with it. Yeah, well, I need.
Once,
her, so.
always.
Once a Jedi, always a Jedi. Unless you're Darth Vader.
What else we got for Q&A? I'll finish my team. Hold on.
That was about it.
That was about it.
That's the only question. That's the. Well, Chewie asked, "Am I Cassian or what?" You're not.
Liar.
Cassian or what?
That's the only question.
Hey, our boy Pat.
Y'all some Star Wars has been lilistening, but haven't been able to hop in the chat. Hope everyone has a great Thursday.
Shout out to you. Yo, just to close us off, man. Guys, if we, our intention here is always have good conversation. If we ever miss out on anything, for that particular, like, let's say for Sinners, for Thunderbolts, whatever it is, please bring it up as talking points. We will eventually have, Thursdays where there's maybe no shows, maybe no movies to discuss, and we can just yap about whatever. But past 3 weeks have been so much fun, filled with content, guys. Again, go back, listen to our Sinners talk. Again, by the end of this year, we're definitely going to be discussing it again. Thunderbolts, asterisk, hashtag the new Avengers with a Z. Great conversation. Oh, wanted to shout out what's her name's assistant in Thunderbolts. I think her name is Geraldine something. Hold on, I gotta pull it up right now. Cast of Thunderbolts, because we didn't mention her last week, and I think she deserved a shout out, because I think she becomes a Geraldine Vishwanathan, who played Mel. Probably mispronounced her last name. Oh, look at the pronunciation goats over here.
That could be wrong though. I'm
Okay,
probably wrong.
But shout out to her. Again, whole cast, whole crew did incredible. Whole cast, whole crew for this did incredible for Andor. Again, shout out to all the rebels that participated, that helped fight against the Empire, whether they were senators, whether they were, just a guy. Whether they were just a guy, just a gal, Jags,
Yo.
Andor, Cassian Andor, the Jag of
Real
Jags.
C Baby wants to leave us off with this statement. Cassian survived or sacrificed himself for a sunset he'd never see, but his son will.
The son is Poe confirmed. That's my headcanon. The sequel trilogy confirmed. Goated.
Yo, Bix is safe, guys.
His son is Luke. His son is Luke.
His son is Luke. Luke's chilling. I want to also.
His son is Kylo Ren.
Yo, Zay, I'm gonna have to, cause Zay was like, y'all gonna talk about Ironheart or y'all hate black women too? Insane statement.
Oh my God,
insane
that
statement.
is crazy.
Please stop. Period. Please stop. Ironheart will be the first thing we watch the trailer for next week. Matter of fact, let's end it right now.
Oh my God.
Let's end it right now on that. Just look at that. I'm not gonna stop. That's who I am. Ironheart trailer. Thank you. We're gonna do that right now just for you, Zay, because you got me tight. Hold on. Pause this joint. Copyright. Guys, just to mention, should have mentioned in the beginning, but if you're not listening to this live, we get copyrighted, so you're just gonna hear a bunch of nothing. No, I'm talking about for the people here on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But let us know if we didn't say anything for Andor. Reaction. Yeah, here we go. Of course, they had to put that, right? Yeah. Baby goat in the works.
She was wearing my favorite sneakers in Wakanda Forever.
I gotta rewatch that.
When you're stuck
Ariel's
in the
watching the
elevator.
trailer.
Huh?
Ariel's watching the trailer.
I'm not really paying attention.
As his eyes were on it the whole time.
3 minutes. The air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is this?
You're air. You'll suffocate and die unless you break into the device on the floor.
Oh, I know that voice.
Where you find a gas mask. Good luck.
Screw this.
Showing the whole episode, bro. You guys are killing me, dude.
All right, so do you know what's gonna happen now for the rest of the show?
Pretty much.
Do you not have to watch it?
I think that's how it goes.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius. So you in or out? Riri, I see you. I see you're fed up, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable. Something
important.
Iconic.
It's a brand new. I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot. You know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that.
Oh, Bob. Let's go.
This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
Live, laugh, love.
It's literally a bullet crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
Forget about it, bro.
Yo, they low-key doing it dirty, though. It's only 6
they're not
episodes.
promoting it.
They're not promoting it, and they're dropping only 6 episodes, and they're dropping the first
3,
and then they're dropping the second 3. Like, so we're only getting 2 weeks of it. Like, that's fucking like, it's like, okay. So it just kind of again, and this sucks because it kind of just feels like they're just trying to move on from all the pre-overhaul stuff, and it's just like that's just a little annoying. And again,
so you think this is pre-overhaul?
I think so.
Oh shit!
But I don't like we again we don't know. This could end up surprising people. But right, I just feel like the lack of marketing that they're doing, and a lot of people pointed out, where it's just like, yo, as successful as Sinners was, like they should have just jumped on the they should have just jumped on the Ryan Coogler bandwagon. But again, he's more executive producing, so I don't know how much. But he did just come out like talking about it recently. It's his production company.
This was
on
announced in 2020, bro.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say I'm not excited, but at the same time, it's just like I don't feel like they're propping it for something that's supposed to be like insanely like well done, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like she is gonna be the next, like she's supposed to be that next Iron Man type thing. You know what I mean? Like obviously she's not a man, but you know what I mean? Like it's like she's Riri Williams. It's like, yo, like this is a big. It's not like she's a minor character.
And again, I feel like and it also I feel has been like a little while maybe, and so maybe like it kind of just fell like through the cracks of the Marvel fatigue, but she was great in Wakanda Forever. Like so, and again, people are gonna hate for all of the wrong reasons. That have nothing to do with the actual quality of the show, that have nothing to do with the actual production of it, but just for entirely stupid reasons. All I'm saying from right now, from what, like, cool, we got our first official trailer, I guess, right? I think we talked about that they dropped like a teaser like a couple months back, but again, the rollout, I feel like just has not been there. Tuning in, absolutely. Talking about it, absolutely. And I hope it does insanely well. I hope it catches people by surprise.
Yeah, we're definitely tuning in.
But I don't feel confident enough in what they've promoted for me to be like, yeah, yo, like I'm like this is gonna be like a sleeper hit, and I'm really excited for it.
Well, we hope it is. If that's not the case.
No, absolutely. But again, like I think a lot of people need to go back, revisit Wakanda Forever, because I feel like that movie does not get the love that it deserves. I thought it was incredibly well made, given all of the circumstances.
Yo, to still cook after all that is crazy.
Cooked. Me personally, one of the most underrated MCU movies by far. I don't think it gets enough credit as the way it deserves. And again, I thought she was great in that, and I hope that they can continue telling her story. And again, I hope that this doesn't affect them actually taking the Riri Williams character and putting her in more projects and making her more of a big deal. So yeah, we will see. Chat, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We absolutely love being here every Thursday with y'all. Thank y'all for the donations, for those that donated. Thank you to our YouTube members, even those that aren't members that are just tuning in, listening to us yap. Listening to us yap. Absolutely love having the Star Wars conversation with y'all, talking about Andor. Again, we would love to still, anything we missed, please bring it up. Please bring it to our attention. But I feel like we hit most of the points on this. And again, I think it's just something that Andor is something that's going to transcend the Star Wars universe, and we're going to get Brim's opinion on it. Hopefully when Eunice watches it, we'll get more of his opinion on it. But we hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. We will be here next Thursday, 8 p.m. Docket is we still don't know. So that's a little up in the air. So we'll let y'all know what we're going to be discussing. Or maybe y'all can let us know what we will be discussing. And the following week, we got Last of Us. The week after that, we got Mission Impossible. Lots to do. Lots to discuss. We love y'all. Come through and chill. See y'all next week.
Peace.
We're going to go to sleep. We're going to go to sleep. JK, I'm watching. Roll.